Oh dear Christ. We're live. Sorry, we're late. Oh no, I need to get this all sorted now. This is a nightmare. Yeah, we had a lot of technical issues in that I didn't have the cable to plug everything in. So, yeah, we had a little bit of a problem there. I need to know if this is all even. I think it is. I don't know. Something looks like it's leaning. Is that middle one? 1 second, guys. How we doing? We're live. Welcome back to the channel. I obviously wanted to do that just to build suspense. Obviously, of course. No other reason. Definitely wasn't late to try and get it on. But how we all doing? Everyone ready for the Europa League match? My dad will be here any second now. Just need to adjust all this. Is that leaning or is that me? I think that's at an angle. 1 second. Or have I just made that lean? Oh, I have made that lean now. Christ. There we go. That'll do. Anyway, who's ready for the final game in the Europa League? Ready for the game to kick off at 8 o'clock in half an hour's time. My dad will be here any second now. Oh, look, here he is. Hey. He's in the building. Yeah, let's build some hype, people. Got people watching at 4 a.m. And that is commitment for a final Europa League match.
Hey, everyone. How you doing?
Mike's in the building. Whew.
Yes, I hope
currently just watching Arsenal batter Dundalk, which is...
I need power, George.
Well, you need to... There's nothing plugged in there, so you need to get a charger. That was quick. See you later. See you later. So, guys, anyone here watching an Antwerp fan? Oh, Big D. Big D. Afro D's in the building as well. Oh, you're seeing in the background there. You'll see a little peek of him. Guys, no spamming in the chat, because otherwise we'll have to put you on time out very soon. Because obviously we want to give everyone a chance to speak, alright? Well, let me just get everything prepared. I actually haven't seen the lineup. I saw it come out, but I was so panicking because nothing was working. So, but we... Did you just do that? You stepped on the wire, didn't you?
I may have done that.
Fantastic. Yes, you did do that. There we go. Don't put that under because then don't move your leg thing. You can move it, and don't put it back in because the wires are literally underneath you. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of comedy. Oh, we do have someone from Antwerp watching. 2:30 in Kashmir. Wet and there. Guys, make sure to leave a like on the stream as well if you're watching this. It's our final game. We got to win this match to finish top. A draw's not good enough. Draw's not good enough. Because then they go top on a... well, it's just by points, I think. At that point. Oh, is that going to be Arsenal's fourth? Yep. Is that another youngster that they got? He's the one that scored last time, yeah. 4-1 to Arsenal. Don't care about them. They were through anyway. Right, anyway, I need to look at the team, the lineup. Because I haven't seen it myself and I need to put it on the chat for you guys as well.
I deliberately haven't looked.
I wish I could say mine was deliberate, but not. I'm just panicking. Yeah. Right. Let me get this up for you guys right now. Let me just screenshot that. Oh!
A couple of youngsters. Are there any
interesting. Very interesting. Right, let me just update this lineup. That isn't... Oh, I was not expecting us to do that. I can't lie. I cannot lie. Right.
Right, tell me what the team is, because I can't see that.
So, you need to come this way a little bit, just because you're right in the front of the screen.
Switch the heating off as well.
I know, it's hot in here. That's the Spurs lineup. We're actually going 5 at the back by the looks of it. I'll read out to you. I'll read out to you. Joe Hart in goal, obviously pretty standard for Europa League at this point. Let's just hope they don't shoot from distance, because otherwise it's all going in. We got a back 5 today. A back 5. So I thought Tanganga Bale was playing today, because I heard that he was going to play, considering that he didn't miss the last game.
Play him today. He's going to play on Sunday.
But it is Matt Doherty, right wing back. This actually could work well for him. Because we're playing 5 at the back, and
position, isn't it?
It is, so he can get forward a lot more. But we've got a back 3 of Tanganga, Sanchez, and Ben Davis, with Sergio Reguilon playing as well, left wing back.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't expecting that either, considering he was a doubt for the last game. yet is playing him today and will play him Sunday. Bit surprised by that one, but then we got Lo Celso and Winks in the middle, and then we got a front three of Lucas Vinicius Bale. Lucas Vinicius Bale seems to be our like Europa League front three, and it's quite a frightening front three to be fair. So yeah, that's our lineup.
That's decent. You know?
It's a very decent team. But I said that last time and we drew 3-3. So yeah, we're just gonna have to do better than that today. Which I mean, we should do better. We're at home. Oh, that was a nasty challenge. Arsenal player did it there. I mean, 4-1, pretty easy victory for them. I think they were already through.
What is a Dundalk? Is it Irish?
I think
are
so.
They Irish?
I think they are. I believe they are.
Well, given the first player they showed is called Kelly, it's highly likely.
Oh, totally.
That's what you want. Straight on a gooner. Love it.
Oh, it's warm here.
It is warm. Right, I'm off again. Bye.
I didn't see what the bench was. Let me see. Yeah, Ndombele is on the bench. Bench, Whiteman, Dyer, Toby Sissoko, Harvey White, Ndombele, Dele Alli, Hyun-Min Son, Harry Kane, Dane Scarlett, Jack Clark, Bergwijn. That is a lot of players. A lot of top players as well. I feel like it might be very similar to what happened last time and they all just come on and hopefully we just get the win anyway. It's currently Dundalk Arsenal. That's about to finish any second now. Spurs kick off in 25 minutes time. Hopefully we get the lead and then Dele Alli, like someone said in the chat now, does come on. It will be good to see Dele Alli get some minutes again before he leaves in January.
It's quite sad that he can't get in the team.
I know.
Europa when it's a nothing game as well.
I thought we'd be seeing him all the time in this competition.
Yep. So I'm afraid, I don't know, it could be one of the last times we see him today, if he comes on. With January transfer window coming up.
You're right, because he's definitely not going to get into the Premier League team anytime soon.
No.
Unless we have a serious case of about 1,000 injuries in midfield. Even then, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't play.
I just hope if he does leave, it's on loan rather than proper sale.
Yeah, I don't want it to be sold either. I still think he's got the potential there. I just don't think he has the hunger right now. Like I said, maybe just having somewhere different for half a season or something like that might do him the good or something. Because the annoying thing is, if we were going to sell him, you would have sold him 2 years ago when he was worth like 100, 150 mil.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I feel like he wouldn't even...
Yeah, but we would have gone mad.
I know.
We would have gone crazy.
But then what is he going to go for now? Like 30? 35? That's like nothing, considering how good he was.
Yeah.
And you'd be fuming if you sell him for like 30 and he goes on to be this immense player again at PSG or something, or wherever it may be.
You can see on someone like PSG as well, let's not forget they're still in the Champions League.
Yeah.
He's not cup tied, so he's able to join their squad.
You're right,
I'm
he would
be. Presumably you're not cup tied if you played in Europa. I don't actually
know, you shouldn't be. You won't be.
So
I think you have to be registered in that competition or play in that competition to be cup tied. So Sanchez leaving January, sign screen. I don't think Sanchez will leave in January. Potentially next summer, but I can only see us like signing a centre back in January and that's it really. Signing a centre back and then having what a header!
Nice header.
I mean, a consolation goal because it's 4-2, but that was a nice header. Did he head that backwards into the bottom corner? It looked like he was facing away from goal.
It was a header from miles out.
I know. How did whoever the keeper? Because it can't. Surely they won't play Leno today. Whoever the keeper is, just let that go in. Yeah, he hits it back. He doesn't even look at it. Look, it literally hits the back of his head. It's hard to show it from there. He actually doesn't move his head. Look, it just hits him in the back of the head and goes bottom right corner. What a finish. I've seen we've linked to Dybala.
He's facing the other way.
I've seen that we've linked to Dybala again, but that's just, it's all rumours.
Can't see that happening.
All rumours at all. He said that he said that wasn't even going to be a big thing in the first place. You know, when it was all the big thing on deadline day of us getting him, apparently there was like nothing actually concrete about it at all. It was all just probably agents talking again just to get better deals. Because I think he signed a new deal for Juve after that. Wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
So how has everyone enjoyed the week? Hasn't it been brilliant?
Oh, yes.
All the memes going around about Arsenal.
After last Sunday's result. Feeling wonderful. I've been uplifted the whole week.
It's been great. We're not used to it and we're loving it.
Someone mentioned that Lukaku plays for Antwerp. You're right, he does. But the brother of not Romelu. Is he actually playing today?
His brother. Is it his?
Yeah, he is playing today. He wasn't. I remember he wasn't playing last game. I don't know if he was injured or something, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan Lukaku, because he used to be at. Hold on. He used to be at Anderlecht, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Someone in the chat can correct me on that. I'm pretty sure Jordan Lukaku used to play for Anderlecht. Someone say hello, George's dad. The week's been terrible. Why is that?
Hello, Alexis.
Sabitzer coming potentially from RB Leipzig. Well, now they're through to the next round of the Champions League after beating Man United. It might be a difficult one to persuade him to come. And again, I don't get it. We don't need any more midfielders.
Sorry, I totally missed who you were talking about.
Sabitzer, the centre mid for RB Leipzig.
Yeah.
The one who has like the ponytail, pretty much. Played against us last year and when he knocked us out.
No, decent player. But...
He's a very decent player, but we don't need him specifically, like that kind of player. Like the fact that Dele Alli, Jeds and all these men are struggling to get in the team shows that we've got too many anyway. It's already a headache choosing between Lo Celso and Dele, and then you got Winks, Sissoko. I mean, Højbjerg's a guarantee every single time, but with all the other ones, it's good we have the rotation, but we don't need to add more to that. It's already a problem.
It's a lovely problem to have.
It's a fantastic problem. The fact that Ndombele was out injured and we had Lo Celso there as the backup option. Yeah. The backup option. He was our main player last year and he's now our backup option.
Yep.
How good is that? That's class. We need a backup for Sissoko.
Still think they make up one player, don't they? Sissoko and Lo Celso.
Yeah. So we need a backup for Sissoko.
You know what I mean.
Ndombele, yeah. Because Ndombele plays 65 minutes and then Lo Celso finishes the game. But someone saying you need backup for Sissoko. I don't think Sabitzer would be a good backup for Sissoko specifically. Because I feel like if you don't have someone like Sissoko, you lose a lot of strength in midfield. Because I know Højbjerg covers well, but Sissoko doesn't necessarily do much on the ball, but he's such a presence. I feel like, and we had that with Wanyama before. We had that when Dyer was a defensive midfielder and before he got injured, when he was actually good at the job, at that role. I feel like you do need that presence in midfield.
Yep.
And I think like you missed that if you don't have Sissoko.
You know full well I absolutely hated him.
What we should have had.
My mind.
What we should have had is why didn't we go for Decore when Everton? If we had Decore, that would have been a class replacement. Yeah. Well, not replacement, but like a class second player to have alongside Sissoko. That would be someone I'd be interested in having. And he looks so good at the start of the season for Everton. And someone saying maybe we need another creative player if Ali leaves. I guess so, but if you've already, like I was saying before, you've already got the selection headache between Ndombele and Lo Celso, and yes, I get it. If one of them maybe gets injured, it would be good to have another one. But we have so many other forwards to do different formations. You've still got Lucas, Bergwijn, Bale, Kane, Son, Vinicius. We still have like 6 or 7 other forwards that we can just switch the formation around, so we don't like if one of them does get injured or something, or if both get injured.
I mean, my real worry for this season, as you're kind of touching on there, is Højbjerg, as I heard him pronounce it.
Pierre-Emile Højbjerg.
He is crucial to this.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I think with the others, even Harry, even Sonny, if we're missing one of those two, we can make up for it.
Yep.
But Højbjerg is just unbelievable.
What a signing.
What a player he's been.
What a signing.
But he's just crucial to the way we're set up. And I'm just concerned that he won't be able to play every game. It's good that he's given him a good rest today.
Well, yeah, I was going to say it's good he's got a rest today, but also, I mean, I know what the Tottenham doctors are like, but he does have an incredible record of not missing games. I think Højbjerg's not missed something in like 500 days or something like that of football. Like he's managed to stay injury free, but then obviously Dr. Tottenham comes through. You expect an injury any moment now, but no, he looks class. Yes, Bale is starting. I'll do the lineup again closer to kickoff. Oh, I need to do a little promotion on Instagram. We haven't done that yet. Oh, what is that?
Well, Arsenal scored.
Offside.
No, it won't count. Right, offside.
Oh, no. Right, what's up everyone? We're live now on YouTube. We've already got nearly 4... Oh, no, that didn't turn. What is... Let's just change the colour now. Anyway, we've already got There we go. Like 400 people there. I don't know why this thing is it's not turning around. It's just changing that. There we go. Anyway, come join us. Swipe up. Let's go. That was shambles.
That wasn't the first time.
Because my normal filter disappeared. And then it just kept on changing it rather than actually turning the camera around. Oh well. Anyway, kickoff is in 15 minutes time. 15 minutes. I'm also confused why Reguilón's playing. So I saw someone mention that in the chat. And the talking midfielder, someone said Camavinga would be a brilliant signing, but would be quite expensive. Yeah, he's like the new up-and-coming centre mid, French, like 17 years old or something like that. I think it would cost minimum like 60 mil at this point, which is way too much for that for that young of a player. Not quite proven, but he kind of does remind me of Dele in terms of he's a player that's quite, what's the word? He's kind of quite skillful and just plays free football effectively, which is what Dele Alli used to be like. Yeah, and he also had a bit of aggression, like nutmegging people, this kind of other. So he's a fun player to watch, but still a lot of money to risk on such a young player. I have also heard that we're in for Kessie, which is AC Milan's. What is he? Is he a centre mid or is he? I think so. He looked like he scored the other day. So plenty of options, but to be honest with you, I can't see us signing crazy amounts of players in January, considering what we did in summer. I just feel like I think Mourinho maybe will get that centre back he wanted. I know we did get Rodon in the end, but I think that's more of a, all right, the window ended, we couldn't get Skriniar, let's look to other options in the Championship. And he's one for the future anyway, because he's only, 23 years old, I think, Rodon. So that's not like an instant fix like Mourinho wanted. All the signings that Mourinho's got in are kind of instant fixes. So I still think he'll be looking to get that top-class centre-back in January, like was promised. So maybe Skriniar again, but I heard Inter Milan still aren't really budging on the 40, 50 million for him. So we'll have to see. Other than that, I can't see us. We won't sign anyone else. We'll see more players go out than like your likes of Danny Rose, Dele Alli. All these players are more likely to leave than we are to signing anyone. So.
But Toby and Dyer have been doing so well.
They have been. They have been.
That maybe we don't need that. Although I'd always take a top-class proven.
What if one gets injured? Like we've had all this discussion before. Yeah. If one gets injured, then we're screwed. So.
Yeah, but Skriniar's not going to come as a backup, is he? So you're going to have to put Alderweireld or Dyer as backup.
Do you think Bernardo Silva went to see if he was a backup? No, he went because he knew he was going to win stuff. If players have seen what Mourinho's doing right now. We're still in Europa League, quarterfinal, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And Mourinho, one of the best managers ever to exist, surely can convince players, top players, to be there to challenge for that place. Because as much as, obviously, Eric Dyer's done well, you've also got to think, like, he would use that as, like, right, this is your chance to, like, prove to be the main player on the score sheet, on the team sheet, sorry. And Toby as well, 32 years old, 33 years old. I know centre backs go a little bit longer now. We still got to think going forward, which I think what Rodon was. I think Rodon's kind of Toby's eventual replacement. Like I said, he's only 23 years old. So,
he's still supposed to be really good.
He's still supposed to be incredibly good. So I'm excited to see that.
So I think we'll see him in the League Cup.
Yes. Well, we'll see him in the Europa League from the knockouts because obviously he's not registered now, but can be re-registered in January to actually to play. So I wouldn't be surprised if he plays in the knockout stages.
Yeah, but now we're getting the knockouts, you'll start putting even stronger sides out.
True. Very true.
So Jose wants to win, which is what we love. So I'm excited to change the subject on that. I'm excited to see Bale again today.
Yes.
I think he's due to turn up.
He's due that big game where everyone's like, yes, he's finally back.
Yeah, he's done the odd small thing. The dummies along the lines, pirouettes, taking people on. But we really need him to turn up now and start showing us what he can do.
See, for me, Bale, like he looks always comfortable on the ball when he's got it. Like you said just then, there has been so many moments where he's actually gone past people quite easily just by having quick feet. But
we would be thinking so differently about Bale now if he'd scored that goal against West Ham.
I know. Your first game back.
First game back would have made it 4-2.
He does the little tricky feat to sit on Bono on his arse.
If he finished that, shot up, everyone would have loved him.
Man.
And he missed that, and then we know what happened up the other end. So, crazy.
Could you imagine Well, would that have made it 4? Would that have made it 3? I can't remember.
That would have made it 4-2.
It
was an injury time. We were 3-2 up. It was an injury time.
Oh yeah, and it was pretty much the other end, wasn't it? When Zini came on.
And we actually said, I'm sure we said on here, we said watch them go up the other way.
Yeah. Well, that always used to be the way, isn't it? Anytime you had an obvious chance to score, it always seems the team went the other end. Like didn't happen with Man U RB Leipzig the other day. Man U had a chance. To equalise. Or was it to equalise?
No, was it the?
No. Sorry, it was.
That wasn't this goal, was it?
No, I don't think it was. There was a moment where they had like a really, really, really good chance to score, I think, and then RB Leipzig literally just went up the other end and scored to get their 3rd goal. So yeah, it can happen to any team. A lot of people asking what our predictions are. I haven't even really given much thought after seeing that team. We're at home. Last time out was only 1-0, and that was because of a massive Ben Davies blunder. They didn't really look like too much of a threat apart from that. We obviously were poor anyway that game, but in general, I don't think they were all that anyway. So if we actually are on top of our game, and like we said, the likes of Bale and that step up, I'm saying like...
So I just seen David Moyes'
3-1 win? 3-1 win maybe?
No, he predicts a 3-3 draw with Davinson Sanchez scoring a hand-trick.
Fans were. Love that.
Yeah, I haven't given it much thought. We'll go...
The thing is, I say 3-1 because I'm always like, oh, but we're going to concede. But look at us recently. We're solid at the back. Although that is
hold on.
That is with Aurea, Reguilon, Højbjerg, Dyer, Toby. Whereas now it's Sanchez, Jaffet. Which, to be fair, was it Sanchez and Jaffet that were quite solid in that game against... who was it beforehand? Ludogorets. I think they were solid in that game, but Ludogorets have been the worst team in the group. So who knows? I'm going to say like 3-0 or 3-1, something like that. What do you guys think? Let us know your predictions in the chat right now as well as we get prepared for kickoff in 10 minutes time. 10 minutes time. Make sure to leave a like as well. We've only got 100,
I'm going to be optimistic.
180 likes with 500 people in here.
I'm going to be optimistic.
Let's try and get us up to 200.
4-0, guys.
4-0.
Adam gently says 4-1.
I tell you what, someone we haven't spoken about who for me looks like a proper danger is Vinicius. He's already got two goals. He's already got something like 3 assists, maybe something like that, in the Europa League.
I'm loving the look of him.
He looks like a proper forward. Now Kane has transitioned from being a proper forward into a all-round incredible footballer. We've then got in a proper like number 9 in Vinicius. He looks class. I'm excited to see him today. I think he'll bag a goal at least. For sure.
Honestly, I can see if we end up with problems at centre half that Harry Kane's going to end up playing there. Before
you're right.
He's just.
Or even today, before bringing on Toby or whoever, you're going to bring on Harry Kane to stick him centre back.
Oh yeah, I forgot there were some fans there, aren't there? Got 2,000 fans at the ground.
Let us know if you know anyone that's going to the game.
If 2,000 people actually apply to go to that.
You'd like to think some people are just like, they must think there are enough people that want to go see the team.
Yeah, but at the expense of
you losing your one ticket
into a ballot for another game. That's why we didn't apply for this one.
True.
A dead rubber as such.
Yeah, it's not really anything on the line, really. What, like first place, second place is not.
But then, you go for a ticket because you got a much better chance of getting it. So.
True.
A lot of people miss it.
I'll definitely be applying the next one. I think it's Leicester, our next home game. We've got Palace and Liverpool away.
Is that
Sunday, Wednesday, and then we've got Leicester at home next Sunday, I believe. So I'll apply for that one. That could be a good one to go watch if I get it. Imagine Kane tucked in behind Vinicius and Son. This is what I was trying to say to you the other day. I would have loved to have seen that if we did like not even a 4-4-2, but just have Kane behind Vinicius or alongside Vinicius. It'll be good to see if he can do both of them at the same time. Or even today, maybe because I don't think Bale, or obviously right now he doesn't, but I don't think the way Bale has to learn to play now, I don't think having him just out on the wing is going to be as useful. Because he doesn't have the pace he had. He's still quite a quick player.
I want to see him in the number 10 role.
But that's what I'm thinking. I would like to see Lucas and Vinicius, because they've got a good link up between the two of them as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think pretty much all of Vinicius' assists have been to Lucas or something like that. And Lucas back to him. And I think it would be good to have those two up top with Bale, kind of like what he did at the end of Spurs' career first time. He just had that free roll along the front three, kind of, to just drift wherever he wanted. And I feel like right now, considering he hasn't got the pace necessarily, he's still got the quick feet and the good movement. So why not stick him number 10?
Yep.
Be behind all the forwards. I think that would be the best
reads
shout.
the game so much better than he would have done back in the day. And
yeah. $5 dono for Marcus Patterson. Always donating the stream, and I appreciate the support as always. Not feeling Joe Hart in goal after last week, but hoping he can redeem himself. Predicting 3-1 Spurs, Bale hat-trick. Who would you get in January? Yeah, I think Joe Hart's issue is just that every shot from distance just seems to go straight past him in, right? We've said every single goal he concedes is either a worldie or he never concedes like an easy goal. So hopefully they don't look at the previous tapes and shoot from distance. But let's be honest, like, we need to save Lloris for the Premier League games. We can't have him playing. Not until we're the knockout stages, at least, when we're taking it seriously. I think for now, while we're at least qualified, there's nothing on the line in that respect. It's fine to play Joe Hart today. You'd like to think the rest of the team's good enough that they should stop Antwerp from having chances at home. You'd like to think we're in that situation. Bale hat-trick would be incredible, and in January, the only, like I said this before already, but you guys might not have been here, the only player I can see us going for is Skriniar or a centre-back, like a top-quality centre-back. Apart from that, I can't see us going in for anyone in January. It's a lot easier in the summer to sign players. January, very, very difficult. And I feel like Mourinho might just want that top-quality centre-back he was looking for. Obviously was Skriniar at Inter. So maybe that. I could see more people leaving than us signing players. We still need to get rid of Danny Rose. He's kind of sitting in the under 21s, 23s, whatever it is.
Cool, yeah, I forgot about that.
Guys, no spamming. We were able to read your messages. You reckon Bale will start on Sunday since we got Liverpool on Wednesday, so Bergwijn might need a rest? It's a tough one because...
Possible.
Very possible.
You know, because I did figure that he could play against...
Because he started against... Was it Brighton?
I think it depends how well he does tonight.
Yeah.
I think it depends.
And how long as well. If we take him off earlier for, I don't know, Ndombele, Bergwijn, whoever it may be, if we do take him off earlier to give him that little bit more of a rest, then I can see him playing Sunday for sure. He definitely won't start against Liverpool. I think it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious how we're tackling these big team games, right?
Yeah.
It's all about letting them have possession, think they're in control of the game, and just hit them on the counter. And unfortunately, right now, Bale does not have, and probably won't get that immense speed that at least we have with Bergwijn, because Bergwijn is a very, very quick player. So I think playing against Crystal Palace is probably a good shout, very good shout.
No, I think that's more likely, pretty reasonable that might happen. But it just depends. How good does he look today? Jose keeps saying that he's not fit enough to play 2-3 games over a week.
Yeah.
I can't believe he's that bad. His fitness is not.
But then I'm thinking, if we've got Liverpool and Leicester, if he's Liverpool and Leicester in 1 week, he probably won't start either of those. So maybe he'll start twice this week, and then not start him next week, which I could see that happening potentially. I don't think he'll come on in Liverpool at all, unless we're fluking, like obviously well out there. If we're fluking some sort of 3-0, 4-0, I can't see him coming on at all against Liverpool, because Mourinho will want the defensive work rate and keeping the clean sheet as much as possible. That's our main plan for Anfield, is just getting the clean sheet. If it's 0-0 like the Stamford Bridge, 100%. So be it. As long as you've got the clean sheet, we haven't got a problem.
I can see him starting with 6 defenders.
Yeah.
And the way we finished.
Well, that didn't work well against LASK, finishing with 6 defenders.
Yeah, the way we finished against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was a good lesson learned. That we learnt our lesson after West Ham. If you're 2-0 up, that's all you need to do. Win the game. Don't need to go mad.
People saying, love my brother in the corner. Yeah, he's back there doing his homework on. He's doing homework on the laptop, but watching the game as well. So we should strive to play nice football for the lower teams, and then we did that against Ludogorets, didn't we? Ludogorets, when we're playing an easy team, it was very, very nice football.
No, we've played
attractive football.
We've played some really good football against the lower teams. I mean, Man United.
Man United, yeah, that one that comes to mind. Of course.
Yeah, so we're certainly capable of that. Southampton, who are near the top.
I think people are making a big deal of how the way we played, because we've played 3 tough teams in a row.
Yeah.
We played Man City, Chelsea and Arsenal in a row. He's going to play more defensive against the big teams. You know that. But everyone just assumes that that's all we've played. We've scored the most goals in the league, or second most goals in the league. And beat Man U 6-1 away. So
it becomes easy to slag Mourinho off and park the bus.
Oh, so easy. It's a cheap dig.
Of what they're doing.
It's a cheap dig. Oh yeah, we need to
see any better.
pat the head, rub the belly. All the people that that's all the luck. If we lose because you haven't done it properly, I'm blaming you. All right, we got 2 minutes until kickoff, so let me do the lineup again once for you guys. We are playing 5 at the back. Right, where is it? Right here. Joe Hart in goal. Japhet, Tanganga, Sanchez and Ben Davis make up the back 3 with Davis being the captain. Got Matt Doherty and Reguilon as wing backs, which I think suit both of them. Reguilon looks so good when he goes attacking. Remember his first couple of games, he was basically playing left wing anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So
he'll be good. He's got really good delivery.
We haven't seen it from Doherty yet, so let's see if he can produce.
I think we said the wing back position should help him because this is pretty much the formation that Wolves played. For his whole time there, and that's where he's obviously got all the assist stats and even goals for Wolves. So I'm excited to see if he can actually produce in this formation. Lo Celso winks in midfield. All right, fairly good. Obviously, Lo Celso a great player. I think. Obviously, we haven't got really a proper defensive midfielder out there, but again, when you're playing 5 at the back, you shouldn't have to have that because I hate it when Southgate plays when he puts the England formation 5 at the back and he puts 2 defensive midfielders in midfield as well. It's like. So that's ultra defensive.
Just going to come in there. They're doing a minute silence now for Paolo Rossi.
Didn't he win the World Cup in 84?
82 in Spain. And he was the top goal scorer. And that was the first.
He died today. Was it today, right? It happened, I think.
I think it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw it today.
Or yesterday?
I think it was today. It might have happened yesterday, but it made the news today, this morning.
He was only young as well. Was he
64, because 56 was one. 64.
Yeah, I mean, he's the first. I mean, I remember World Cups before that, but that was the first proper one that I remember. So for me, obviously, that's a player that I was used to watching quite regularly. So it's
just everyone seems
such
to be
a
dying
shame.
now.
Yeah, can't wait for 2020 to be over.
Bring on 2021. But yeah, just to finish off very quickly, because kickoff is about to happen. Lucas Moura, Vinicius and Bale make up the front 3, which is that's a solid, considering that's our second team. That front 3 is quite spicy. I like the look of that. Just to cover some donos. Fender back again. 14 rand. We actually have to win this match. We do. We should finish top of this group. And then quickly €5 for Simon Janssen, or I think that's how you pronounce it. What do you think about Kane's fouls that has become a thing on social media? I think people are jealous because he's an all-round best player, and so many players in the past have done it. They're not fouls. It's football. If you do that, then you got to say that people can't shield the ball, because then otherwise, or whatever, like it then becomes a non-contact sport. At the end of the day, the player chooses to jump up for the ball, another player doesn't. It's as simple as that. You risk it by challenging it, but that's what you want your players to do. You want your players to challenge the ball. But anyway, it is now kickoff in the Spurs match. We are 30 seconds in, so let's get the graphic going.
Yes,
let's go. I want to see a common new Spurs spam in the chat right now. Let's get some energy up. Let's get it going. Let's get it going.
Spurs in their all-white kit. White shorts as well, which they do for the European games.
Yes.
Midweek.
Winks has just taken...
Who was that?
Reguilon out, I think it was. So basically, we got we got the free kick because their player handballed it, and Reguilon was just standing there calling for it. Referee blew the whistle, but Winks was already mid-kicking the ball away up the field and just smacked the ball straight into Reguilon's face. I mean, Winks
didn't catch it there.
No.
Yeah.
Proper, like, he's up. Square on... Yeah, he must be up, but square on the nose. Instantly fell to the floor. That's not what you want your own players to do. Hey, loving this ball in the chat right now. 735 people! Make sure to leave a like while you're here. We've only got 268 likes.
Let me do that,
We want to try and get up to 500 likes.
That's how easy it was.
As possible. It's free. And if you're new as well, don't forget to subscribe. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. But the next step is 75k. We're about less than 9,000 away from that. So if you could help out by subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. But right now, Spurs just in a bit of spell possession. Sanchez spreading it out to... Is this Doherty, I'm guessing? It's got to be. Yeah. Back with Japhet. I'm liking that Jaffet's playing the centre-back role. Especially after Mourinho himself obviously doing his own little mind games, I'm guessing.
Who's in the... I guess it's Sanchez in the middle of the three.
Yeah, Sanchez in the middle,
Yeah.
Davis left, Tanganga right. Which makes the most sense because Tanganga's a good cover for right back as well. And obviously I believe he's right-footed, so yeah, it works out about right.
Oh, this front line looks so
here we
good
go.
though already.
Oh, wings. I think they were claiming for another handball, but the referee did not give it that time. Currently Antwerp have the ball on the right-hand side of the pitch, but you know what? They're just having to pass it back. It's good pressing from Spurs. Look at that. Lo Celso already getting stuck in. Oh, has he not given away possession? He fluked that one as well because he wasn't aiming for that player. They've got 3 players out on the right-hand side at the moment. 2 now. Got to try and defend well. Oh, he's played a great ball in there, to be fair.
Oh, he's offside.
Offside. That was a sneaky little ball. Nearly caught out there in defence, but luckily offside.
See if he wants.
You can stay if you want, Donna. Just chill. Oh, look at he actually was a mile offside. And he's only getting there because he's a mile offside as well. When did Pjanic have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, we've never heard that one before. George, have we? You've actually got a Pjanic shirt.
I do. When we played Juventus.
When Juventus, he went, I have to get this one.
Everyone called me Pjanic. If I go... if they weren't in the Premier League...
Shane Long,
if they weren't in the Premier League, I'd get a Southampton Shane Long shirt. Can't have another Premier League team shirt. Did we get the foul there? I think we did. We did indeed. Only 4 minutes in.
So Clinton's asking for the lineup. Do you want to just quickly say that?
We'll quickly run through it for anyone that might have missed it because we did have a big spike in people joining. Very quickly, welcome. Welcome, Georgie, to the Achillea Army. Thanks for joining. If anyone else is interested, make sure to press that join button down below. All the info's there. Or in the description it says, become a member.
Before you do that, we've got a free kick.
Oh, go on. Celso, deliver that.
Delivered into the area from out wide.
I would love to see this on Bale's head. Yeah, he's there. He's there. Come on. It's all the way in the back post. Oh! Corner again.
Should have been keepers.
Jaffet challenged the goalkeeper. Looks like we got a corner. I didn't think the goalkeeper touched that, but let's have a look at the replay.
One of the shortest players.
No, Jaffet actually headed it off the pitch, yet somehow we managed to get a corner from it. All right.
Lucas to deliver.
You can take what you can get
from the right.
Once we're done with the attacks, I'll show you the lineup quickly, but we're just waiting for the free kick to be corner to be taken. Oh, it was in the right area. Bale attacked it.
The header. He got the header, but
he actually managed
wide of the post.
He managed to wedge himself between 3 players. I think it was.
He did really well to get the ball.
Tried to juke him. Yeah, got in front of 3 players, defensive players trying to attack the ball, but unfortunately his head went wide.
He's having to fix his hair now.
All right, very quickly.
Adjusting his ponytail.
For the lineup for the people that might not have seen. Right there, 5 at the back. Joe Hart in goal. Jaffet, Tanganga, Sanchez, Davis make up the centre-backs. 3 at the back. Reguilon and Doherty are wing-backs, which hopefully Doherty can actually prove how good he is because we haven't seen that yet in him. Lo Celso and Winks in midfield with Lucas, Vinicius and Bale making the front 3. Which I like the sound of that front 3. It's a very good front 3. Why is everyone booing? I am so confused. Oh, wait, is this... My guess is Babs has finished his Arsenal stream and he's told everyone to come booing here. Yeah. That's my guess. I haven't seen him in the chat, but that would be my guess. I'm waiting to see like Guna74 or something's in the chat. But anyway, I appreciate you guys being here. Oh, hold on. Oh, all of a sudden Antwerp were on the attack. Come on, Doherty, get that under control. Sorry, I did really well there.
Control.
Welcome, everyone booing. Welcome.
I think we know how to react, guys, don't we?
Thanks for the donation, but I'm not going to read that out because we don't support that.
Come on, guys, you know how to react.
Oh, is that why you're...
Get the coys in there.
Is that why you're booing?
Why are they booing?
I don't know. Very weird. But anyway, let's get some Commune Spurs fans in the chat right now. What?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No
we're not gonna. No, it's not the scores I'm worried about. It's what the messages is alongside it. So I'm just gonna ignore everything that anyone's saying. Chat, I need you guys to come through. You need to outdo them. I'm being raided by the 88th Brigade. I don't know who that is. But I know why they're booing, so everyone just ignore them. We're focusing on the football right now. Why haven't we scored yet? 8 minutes in. Come on, chat, fight back. Fight back. Because we don't approve of any of their messages. Any of their messages at all.
I think I've got a good idea what this is about as well.
Because I don't even know who they are, so. It was the Ludogorets game that came where Scarlett came on, right? Was that him? I think Scarlett came on towards the end. It would be good if he could come on again. But by that point, we need to be like 3 or 4-0 up. Oh, has he just passed off the pitch there? I don't like the way we haven't been.
Nothing much happening on the pitch at the moment.
Yeah, but I don't like anytime I look up, it's mostly in our half when we're playing at home to Antwerp. Oh, come on. Okay, now we've got to counter quickly.
Okay.
Quickly into Lucas.
Go on.
Oh, that's actually a good touch back, to be fair, to give him space. As long as he's onside. Bale currently in the middle. This is what I'm saying. We like Bale in the middle. Maybe Mourinho's watching the stream again, because this seems to happen a lot. Go on, Lucas. Have a shot from there. Left foot.
Oh, is it? No.
Oh, it's gone. I think he would have been offside anyway, to be fair. Yeah. Lucas had a shot on his left foot from outside the box, but it hit Gareth Bale on the way through, who was running through, and I think he would have been offside anyway. But doesn't matter. It went wide. But it was a good little break, to be fair. Bale, Vinicius, and Lucas all running through the middle. Ah, yeah, he's miles offside. Miles offside. Yeah, we need the Achillea army to come through right now. Because if they want to be here, adding the viewers to the list, then fine. But we don't support anything that they're saying, so. I don't know why you think this would help either.
No.
Like, I don't know.
I know.
I don't know why booing in my chat is going to support your agenda, because it doesn't. Or if it's going to make a change in any way. It actually makes, I really don't understand what the thought process is behind this. Oh, go on, put the pressure on the keeper. Lucas putting on pressure on their centre-back. Back with their goalkeeper now. Oh, you would have thought you would have read that all day long.
Dummied, keeper just dummied Lucas.
Ah, Davis.
And we're on the counter.
To be fair, this is the one problem of not having like a proper defensive midfielder on the pitch, is that yes, we may have 5 at the back, but like in that scenario there where Davis has had to head forward, both of our centre mids have been too far forward up the pitch, so there was no one there to pick the ball up. Whereas obviously in our first team, you'd guarantee Højbjerg or Sissoko will be sitting there ready to pick the ball up. So I think that's the one issue we have currently right now of not having a proper defence, because I don't think Winks is a proper defensive midfielder. He's been classified one as this year, but he's not.
Much better running forward than he is.
If any of you guys have watched his England, it wasn't his debut, was it? It was like just a game he played for England, where they played him almost in that number 10 role. He was like in front of the 2 centre mids, and he looked really good. And I think he got a goal, wasn't it? Was that when it was his first goal for England?
It's another one that'll be interesting in January whether he stays.
Yeah,
he absolutely loves the club, but
he needs more game time.
He needs to be playing with the Euros coming up next year as well.
Yeah, exactly.
He needs to be in the first team.
But who do you think he would go to? What's the team that?
Oh,
I reckon Man United would sign him. He
would comfortably go to a Wolves.
He's not Portuguese though.
Wolves, a pretty decent side of Wolves. Everton, they got room in their midfield. I know they got strong midfield.
Yeah, Matthew said it right. Achillea Army's in support of it.
Apparently Scarlett's not on the bench, George. Is that true?
No, he is. We literally said we've got a massive bench. I read out the bench earlier, but our bench is Alfie Whiteman, Dyer, Toby, Sissoko, Harvey White, Ndombele, Dele Alli, Heung-min Son, Kane, Scarlett, Jack Clark, Bergwijn. We've got all the...
Nothing.
Nothing come of it. Keeper managed to come out quick in time, but it did seem like we had a chance there. I tell you what, this weirdly is quite end-to-end. And it was Celso that... I don't get booked this early on, though.
Yeah, we're not used to that now, are we?
What, end-to-end football?
Yeah. Actually seeing our team attack.
I know. Strange. For once, we're the ones being caught out on the on the break. What was Davis doing? He kind of slipped, but then carried on tackling him, even though the ball was away from him. Luckily, the ref played on, gave them advantage. See, this is something I don't like. I don't like the fact that Antwerp have possession at home. Because even though we are playing, at our home, even though we are playing our second team, the second team should still be good enough to control possession as well as like attack well. So this is where I'm almost like, I love that we have good squad depth, but our second team still comes nowhere near our first team. Not having Kane and Son on the pitch, and also Højbjerg as well. Not having those three in the team, you do really see a difference in the side. Oh, that's handball. It's got to be. Yeah, I was going to say. Oh, we've got an Antwerp fan in the chat. Appreciate the donation, man. Really appreciate it. Winks will go to Man City. Was that just to meet their English quota?
I know what you've said, George, so I'm still trying to count. You've got Davis. Trying to think who was in the first team last year. Davis,
yeah, but doesn't mean the first team last year was good enough. I'm saying the first team this year we have is levels above the second team we have.
We had about 5 of the players here were regulars in the first team last year. I need to
post something. I realised I need to send someone a video. It's annoying we haven't really had like a proper clear-cut chance. We've had a Gareth Bale header from a corner. Oh, that was a great touchdown by him, though. Did he chest that down? Yeah, I love that Bale's playing through the middle now.
From distance,
weak shot. Oh my God, that's a double hit. Little claim from Lucas for a handball, but no follow-up there. That's also with another foul. You'd like to think he's going to get booked soon if he carries on that way.
So Bale had a shot from a good 35, 40 yards.
Blocked.
But it just kind of went a bit on the floor and then hit one of their players. It wasn't a clean contact.
No.
And then it kind of bounced to Lucas, who had an effort from the edge of the area, but again hit their defender.
That's a tough one there, though, because I see Lucas claiming for handball. The guy did bring his arm up and put it in front of it. He was literally had his arm like this. He was really close to Lucas, so it's... I don't know, it's a strange one. There was a claim for a handball, but no VAR in Europa League anyway, so it wouldn't be looked at.
For that.
No, I agree. But it's still difficult. Like, where do you draw the line? Because realistically, that's not a natural position. His arm shouldn't be in front of his chest like that.
Yeah.
But again, he is also like quite close to Lucas, and it came with quite a bit of speed as well. So not really much control there. Yeah, Matthew, I agree with that. He said on paper our second team looks really good, but doesn't play like it sometimes. I have felt that the past couple of games. Oh, currently Tanganga's down injured.
Tanganga looks in pain.
Is he grabbing his hamstring? I think he was for a bit, but... Oh, we don't want him injured again. He's already had problems. Oh, it's his shoulder he's grabbing now on his right side. Is it just the way you felt? Yeah, it looks like it.
Not that bad.
Maybe it popped though. That's probably could happen because his arm was in full stretch as he fell down. That's probably is what happened. Don't.
No, he's going to be off. There's no doubt about that.
It's annoying me. He's such a good promising youngster, but has had a lot of issues with injury this year, mainly around the summertime when trying to recover for the league.
That's not going to be related to anything he's had before.
No.
This is one of these where they do pop it back in.
Yeah, it looks like Eric Dyer's pretty much guaranteed to come on to replace Tanganga. Yeah, I definitely feel like his shoulder's popped or something because they seem to be trying to put it back in place. I don't know. I mean, you like to think it isn't too bad. Tanganga will want to carry on because he's not going to get many chances in the league, if any chances in the league. So he'll probably want to carry on if he can, but obviously the physios are currently looking at him. He seems all right at the moment.
He's sitting up, which is better than we expected.
I think he seems all right. He seems all right.
1 second he looked dead.
I know, and then It looked like he proper dislocated his shoulder, and then now he's like, "Yeah, I'm coming back on. I'm ready." He's like, "I'm doing the shoulder shrug. I'm shrugging it off, shrugging it off."
Crazy.
What do I make with a rant with that boom on Twitter? I thought that was just hilarious. I mean, they're just people you can't get through to, you know. They just won't listen. They don't want to listen, but I've always wanted to have a conversation with people and see if they'd understand, but it's pretty obvious people are just pretty obvious people are just set in their ways. But I like having debates with people like but then like that guy was just
the fact that they think you're like AFTV.
Yeah, because they don't do research is the thing. None of these people do research into anything. It's like I've seen it because it all started from Billy's video. So Billy obviously he got the ballot because he's a premium member because he pays a lot of, and I mean a lot of money to have 2 season tickets in the premium, like the executive area. But obviously because they do like the split between premium and general, so premium are going to get it. He was all the premium members are automatically entered, and he got the 2 tickets for Arsenal. Yeah. And then people were like saying, "Oh, I haven't watched this video, but clearly this vlog has been given." Sorry, just a Vinicius shot there. Clearly this vlog has been given this, that, and the other to go to the games. I'm like, well, no. He pays in excess of 10 grand a year for the season tickets, and just got the Arsenal game because there are less premium members than there are general, so he's got more of a chance of getting it. Like it's as simple as that.
He tried to use his contacts at Spurs, as you did, to try and get a ticket. Just wasn't happening. They weren't going to do that.
Well, mine was not more for getting a ticket. I want to actually do this in the stadium. I want to actually like radio, like journalists that tweet when they're in the stadium. I wanted to do that, but on video format, because I feel like that could be an interesting medium that no one's done from inside the stadium. No one's live streamed.
Exactly, because you don't do.
No one's live streamed
when you're doing it.
Well, exactly. No one's live streamed video commentary before.
Break now.
And I feel like because people love these streams, I feel like people would love that within the stadium as well, because then you're like, it's proper live, you're getting the reaction and the noise from the stadium as well. I feel like that could be really interesting, but the regulations are regulations. There's not enough room to have. They've only just about got the normal amount of journalists in anyway, I think. I think even a lot of major journalists are struggling to get in there, so I'll have to wait and potentially do that once it's all over. But I wonder if you guys are interested in that kind of thing. Because the only issue I have with that is by the time all the fans are back, I'm going to want to be back with the family and friends in the stands. I don't want to be reporting from...
Yeah.
I'm like caught in two worlds. Part of me wants to do it in the sense that it's something no one's ever done before, and I think I'd really enjoy doing like live commentary on video, but then also I do just want to be with the fans and with the family. So we'll have to see. Let me know what you guys think anyway.
So I love the Beat Walker Studio, who's a member. I've got some Arsenal mates, and the banter on Monday was absolutely fantastic.
Best day of the year.
Best day of the year for sure.
Definitely how this year's gone.
It's been very enjoyable, hasn't it?
Oh, right. Okay. Hold on. Ball through the middle to Lucas.
Just nothing.
Something's not clicking.
It's not happening at the moment.
I do think it's potentially the fact that we're missing Dele Alli in this game. What I'm seeing so far is our defenders seem to be coping well. But in midfield, the transition is just not good. Celso and Winks have not been able to transition the ball from defence to attack really well this game. And I feel like that's something that's probably what Ndombele is best at. Just carries the ball forward with ease. I feel like if you stick him in this team, that could work out well. But hold on, we've got Lucas. Offside, yeah. I think it might be tighter than you think, but I think it's still... Well, that's a good point. Then. Does it come back... Does it come... Lo Celso. That's what I was going to wonder. Is that enough advantage for us not to get the free kick then? Or does it go back for us getting the free kick? I guess not. Well, obviously not, but... rather have taken the free kick. You can still see Jaffet hold his shoulder. I would not be surprised if he just sees out until half-time and then brings Dyer on at half-time.
Thank you, Matthew. George, you got a question for Matthew?
Do you think you'll go bald like your legendary dad? I hope not. I think I've got my mum's side of the hair.
Might be okay.
He's unlucky, and he's got my dad's type of hair when he was younger. So
sorry, mate.
Oh no. Whereas I've got my mum's side, and my uncles on that side aren't bald. So I'm praying.
You got that and the big Buddha belly to avoid.
Oh, God, yeah. Plenty of exercise needs to be done. Oh, yeah, Blake, I saw this fact earlier and I forgot to read it out. Royal Antwerp's last away European match in England was back in September 1994, a 5-2 defeat at Newcastle. Wouldn't mind a similar scoreline tonight. You're right, but the way this is going, I'm seeing us winning 1-0 at best.
Halfway through the first half, and we've got nothing to report, really.
Nothing
One
at all.
Bale effort wide.
And then a couple of long distance. Nothing's come of it at all. They haven't had any great chances either. They played a good ball in behind, but the goal was miles offside. So it's been a bit of a dead game right now, to be honest with you. I still would expect better from our second team, but you definitely feel like we're missing something in midfield. Either Lo Celso keeps fouling people, or maybe Lucas has tried to carry the ball forward a couple of times and has given away possession. Hey, thank you, Ram. Says lots of love from India. Keep it up, George. Appreciate the donation. My guy, thank you very much. 40 rupees, I think it is. Dad name's Big Mike. That's his legal first name. His legal first name is hashtag Big Mike. .50-50. I'm not surprised, to be honest. It has been quite back and forth.
50-50. Wow. I need a nickname like Thug Dad. Well, we got...
Yeah, Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Big Mike, is it?
Oh, most overrated player and underrated player.
I assume you mean underrated.
Yeah.
Underrated.
I think Højbjerg's underrated. Not from our fan base. Obviously, we all know it because we see it every week. But no one's talking about him in the league. And I feel like he was the best signing of the summer, of any team.
Yeah.
He has been unreal, considering it was for net of 3 million as well. Or 15 million in price, if you wanted to put a proper number to it. I think he's technically underrated, like, across all fans in the Premier League. I don't really think there is anyone overrated in our team.
Well,
just people that aren't performing as well.
I do by 50% of the fan base.
What, Lamella?
Yep.
True, actually. Surely that's got to be a foul. Okay, Lucas wins the foul. Good. Was that like 40 yards from the goal?
I think I've played more games of football than Lamella in the last 5 years.
You actually have. And we're playing again.
And
we're playing again on Saturday. Thoughts on the Brentford youngster Marcus Fors to Spurs? I heard about that. He scored against France for Iceland, which is obviously good because France had quite a strong team and Sissoko was actually playing that game. But again, I don't really know too much about him yet, so I'd have to do a bit more research and actually see, and we'll actually wait to see if those rumours are founded or not.
Right, this is the first bit of interplay we've actually seen with the Spurs players. We're actually knocking the ball to each other in the attacking third.
Lucas holding it well for the first time. I think he's given the ball away a couple of times.
Although we now come back to the halfway line.
To be fair, they seem to be pressing quite high considering they're playing away. But that's a good ball forward. Matt Doherty on the right wing. That's a brilliant ball into Lo Celso. He's got to do the same. Cuts back. Left foot. That was such a weak left foot attempt. Lucas was calling for hard work on the edge of the area. That could have done with either a better delivery or you find Lucas, who was by himself on the edge of the area. But I believe Spurs have a corner.
I'm so confident I'm putting my glasses on to see.
I think that was a shot, you know. The way he hit that, it looks like he was trying to bend it bottom left.
I think so.
Yeah, he kind of looks up towards goal.
Whatever he did, he didn't do it properly.
No, definitely not. But he's here to take the corner.
And he is left-footed. And it was it was almost as if you thought it was...
Go on over the keeper!
Oh, come on.
Tell you what, it was a great delivery that time. It went over the goalkeeper. I think Vinicius went to head it, but clearly their defender must have headed it out because it is another corner to Spurs. This time on the left-hand side. Who headed that out?
That's a great delivery.
Oh, it was the defender. It was the defender. You couldn't see it from the camera angle, but Vinicius went to jump up for it, but defender cleared.
So Lucas...
Oh, Finland, sorry. You're right. I said Iceland. That was an accident. I meant Finland. That was my bad. God, I tell you what, this keeper... How was that foul to them?
I don't know.
Didn't the keeper come out and punch our player? This keeper's being very brave. That's twice he's run out to get the ball, and I don't think he got... Did he punch this one? He didn't. The defender cleared it. Where is the foul? Their keeper came out punching. He came out swinging.
Round of 32 draw, Monday midday.
Ooh. Oh, someone asked that in the chat earlier about what do we think of third place Champions League group teams coming into Europa League. The only positives are from a monetary UEFA point of view, not from the fans or the players or the teams.
Yeah, it makes more attractive fixtures in the last 32.
Which is good for UEFA because they get more viewers, they get more money. And, okay, maybe it's good for the clubs that drop in because they will get extra money for winning the rounds. If the Champions League team drops and wins the round of 32 or whatever, they get more money. Or even winning the competition. Atletico dropped in, won the competition.
Yeah.
Beat Arsenal. On the way to that. Had to mention that. But I just feel, I've always said this, I just feel like, one, it adds an unnecessary round, because why is there a round of 32? So many fixtures. It should be the same as the Champions League and go to a last 16.
Yeah.
Which they are changing it to now from next season. But that's even more ridiculous. That's because they're creating another Europa League, the Europa Conference, from 21-22 season.
Oh, okay. They actually do that. I remember them talking about it.
They confirmed it earlier in the week. I think it was Monday, or it might have been the end of last week. They confirmed the Europa, what's it called? Like the Europa Conference League, it's called.
Really?
So now what happens is
the
third
teams
in Champions League plays playoff matches with a team from the group stages in the Europa League.
Okay.
And the losers goes into the conference, and the winners goes to the last 16.
So hold on. So you can go from Champions League to Europa to the conference.
Yeah, if you lost that, which is ridiculous. So the idea is now in Europa League, the team that finishes first in the group automatically into the last 16.
Yeah.
The team that finishes second, they play the teams that drop out of the Champions League in a playoff.
Well, that will make...
So it's good for the Europa League because it knocks out a round, an unnecessary round. But then what if, like, for instance, where we nearly had the scenarios where PSG, Real Madrid got into the Europa League, what if they then lost that playoff game? So then you'd have Real Madrid and PSG in the Europa Conference.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? But I guess you could say it's good for, like, other worse teams in Europe to have a chance at a European trophy, I guess. But it just seems like another unnecessary competition.
I still haven't understood the Nations League for the...
I don't either.
for the internationals.
30 minutes in, still really not much to report on. Most of our attempts have been from distance. No clear-cut chance, really. Bale's had a header between about 3 of their defenders, but that went wide. Oh, up the fans. Currently showing the fans in the south stand.
Yeah, imagine this is a game that you've got to go to. You won the ballot to go to this.
To go to this.
Well done.
I mean, maybe it'd be worth it if we were winning 5-0, or we won this game 5-0, but as things stand, this is not looking like a very enjoyable game to be at, to be honest with you. Bale looks ordinary, can't carry a team like he used to, says Brian. He does look
jury's still
average
out
at the moment.
Jury's still out. Very hard to look good when the rest of the team is playing
on
like this
fire,
as well.
yeah.
So,
but then also,
as in today. Yeah,
oh right, yeah. He's like that.
Quality players around him,
like that.
Well,
Lo Celso is supposed to be good at delivering, but he just then made a terrible pass towards Bale. You're right. You do think if you had Bale, if you had Ndombele, oh, it was a good header from Tanganga to win that back. Right, Winks. Now with Bale on the right hand side, right, what can he do himself? Ball into Lo Celso. Again, like that's just a really poor ball back to him from Lo Celso. Instantly gives the ball away. I don't know what's happened to him this season. For me, Lo Celso last year was easily our best player across the whole season. In terms of consistency and how well he played, Lo Celso was different gravy. This year, I don't know if it's because of the injuries he's going back and forth between, but doesn't look the same. Doesn't look the same at all. What do you guys think of him? Because, I mean, I love the guy, but I think he's underperformed so far this season. Yeah, Nicola, I saw that the fans were singing the Dele Alli song in the Arsenal game as well. And he wasn't even in the squad that time, I don't think. So, at least he's on the bench today and could come on. Who's better in the match? Literally 50-50. No, it's 50-50 in possession and... Oh, that's a great ball. He's taken it way too wide. Although they somehow get a corner out of it because that was going wide anyway. But yeah, neither team have had great chances and the possession's just been back and forth really. Pretty crap game. Joe asking, would you rather be exciting to watch but lose, or a team that is boring and wins? Boring and wins all day long. I've had exciting and lose for 6 years in a row now, and we haven't won anything. I will take having to play boring sometimes. We still scored the second most goals in the league and kept the most clean sheets. Hold on, ball in, well headed clear by Tanganga.
I didn't see too many Leicester fans moaning when they won the league.
And you've got to remember, oh, hold on, Lo Celso driving. Come on, this is what I want to see. You've got to switch.
Over there. Wow.
Again.
Stop to the keeper.
Oh, he tried to follow through. Doherty winning back. I don't think that was a foul either. I think, again, Lo Celso, another poor ball across. Vinicius.
Easy ball to do.
Vinicius was totally by himself. Running towards the box, more to the right-hand side or on the centre of the pitch, whereas Lo Celso was running down the left. All of the defenders were running towards Lo Celso. All he had to do was curve a ball round to find Vinicius in total freedom in open space, but still managed to get the ball too close to the goalkeeper. He's not made the play there. Made up. Get onside, Vinicius. You're miles offside. That's why he's kept it.
Outside of the foot.
Nearly made up for it with that shot. He had an outside of the boot, left-footed attempt to try and go around the keeper, which he did well to hold on to the ball that time, actually, because Vinicius was miles offside. Tried to go round the keeper with the outside of the boot, but I think the keeper was pretty much at full stretch to parry that out. But we are still in possession. He seems
to have woken up.
He seems to liven up a little bit. Definitely needs to work on his passing, which is normally the strongest part of his game, but just seems to be a little bit switched off today in that department. Lo Celso literally been the best player so far. I mean, that's not saying much. The whole team has been extremely average right now. And I'd argue that Jaffet's been the best player so far.
You've got Leonardo saying hi, Dino.
Hi.
Doherty, how's Doherty playing? He hasn't really got on the ball that much. Did give away possession just then, trying to ask for a foul but didn't get it. Yeah, I can't really say any player's been playing that well. Not terribly either, but it's been an extremely average performance, is how I'd put it. We've defended well to stop them from having major chances, but then done nothing in transition, nothing going forward. Livened up a little bit, but that was good from Lo Celso that time. That was a good nutmeg. Good to run to the middle. Oh, if he could get that more towards the corner, that would have been a great goal. But no, unfortunately, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Do I know who Akinfenwa is? Funny enough, saw him last week. So what are your thoughts on Troy Parrott? Is he the real deal, or should we just focus on signing Vinicius? Well, I've heard he's had a very good start at Millwall. Doing pretty well there. But I still think we should sign Vinicius anyway. I think he's a proper forward, proper number 9. Troy Parrott's still one for the future. He's only 18, 19 years old. Come on, Lucas. Lucas hasn't had a great season so far either. I think there's a reason why Bergwijn's been kind of getting ahead of him.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think Bergwijn's been all that either. That kind of right midfield spot seems to be up for grabs because all of Lucas, Bale, and Bergwijn have just been average, I'd say, so far this season. I think they all could be doing better. Oh, I just love. I would love Bale to just get into that gear.
Yep.
The problem is he does have to change his game totally because he's not the pacey, that goal where he knocked the ball round Bartra, I think it might have been. Knocked the ball round him, ran off, got a cup of tea, came back on and scored the goal. He can't do that anymore. A lot of comparisons that people are saying are like with Giggs. Giggs had to change his game a lot towards the end of his career when he lost his pace.
He changed his game totally.
So I think that's why it's taken Bale longer to get to that point, to get to the top quality. Oh, come on, Lucas. What are you going to do? He's driving.
Driving through the middle.
Played. That's a good ball. Bale's got it.
Oh, Bale.
Oh, the keeper did well to get a hand out there. Bale couldn't quite find the right delivery back into the box. It was a good ball by Lucas through the defenders and trying to pick out Gareth Bale, but I think he had to react quickly and couldn't quite get the right ball back across the 6-yard box. Keeper got a hand to it and it was cleared by the defenders. That's a push in the back. Thank you.
So you're being asked if you know Thugden.
I do. My mate. I was on a call with him for the FCAs the other day. Hey, I appreciate that, Jetstorm. Yeah, I was on one of his videos doing the Premier League predictions a few weeks ago. Can't remember how long ago it was now.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. They have a guest on every Friday, every time to do the predictions. And I actually don't know what my score was in the end.
You didn't tell me that?
It was a while ago now. What's my opinion on Davinson Sanchez? He's very on and off for me. There are some moments where I'm like, yeah, he's got such promise, but he's been with us for what, maybe like 3 years now? 3 years now, and it's still not really come to fruition. If that's the right word. Oh, come on, close him down. Ball currently with the Antwerp goalkeeper. 38 minutes into the match. Absolutely, really nothing to talk about right now.
About time we had that comment, George.
Where was it?
Hey, you look like Harry Potter.
AJ, not the first person to say that. Shane Long, Harry Potter. Well, we had Pjanic earlier. Almost every match day is. I didn't know Shane Long had a YouTube channel. 2017, yeah, so 3 years. And in 3 years, I know he's still kind of young, but we kind of need him to be at the top level now. I think that's why he's lost his place to Dyer. Dyer's performed pretty well. Have to win today, though. We can't not finish top of our group.
This team should be good enough.
Yeah.
To beat
come on, good. That's well done.
Any one of them. Oh, come on.
Can't win it back. He did well. The strength was good from Vinicius there. Nearly. Is that Lo Celso?
Lo Celso on the left.
Cheeky little back heel towards Region. Into the middle with, is that Winks? Oh, that was a poor ball in.
Tried a cheeky chip in, didn't he?
Yeah, it wasn't enough on it. I think he was aiming towards the back post, but kind of went to the defender in the middle.
Tell Spurs, I can feel something happening now. It's going to happen. Believe.
I just don't think five. I don't think five of the backs for us. You know. Come on, Gareth.
Yeah, I must say, it's a system that I really like, but it doesn't seem to work every time we do it.
It might only not work because this is the second team, though. If we had like our first team players in a fight with the back, it could work. Because back when Pochettino used to do it, it worked so well. But now I can't see it working. You limit yourself so much going forward.
You shouldn't do, because at the end of the day, what you're doing is actually saying we're playing with 3 at the back. Because against a team like this, you should be 5 in midfield.
But when you got players like Doherty not really performing to what you think he would be, like even in this game, we were saying that right wing back is his best position.
Has he touched the ball yet?
And I saw someone in the chat say I didn't even know he was playing. I don't think
genuinely.
The only time I've seen him touch the ball, he's given the ball away. So
it's not helped that I'm not wearing my glasses.
Honestly, I don't think 5 at the back has worked for us since 2016-17. And even then we didn't play it all the time because Dyer was playing defensive mid a lot. Because it always used to be between Dyer and Wanyama, and then sometimes Dembele couldn't play every game because it wouldn't necessarily last the 90 minutes, and then Dyer would drop into the 3 at the back. But it's been a long time since I've seen 5 at the back work for us.
So far, I don't think Antwerp have had a shot yet.
No. Or they did, but it was that one that was going wide anyway, but still got the corner from it. Because Davinson. But that was like, he was miles to the right. It was never going to go in.
And what we've had is, Lo Celso's outside of the right foot.
And
Bale's header that went wide.
But we wasted chances. Like, this team's not being clinical. We had that moment where Lo Celso should have put a better ball across to Vinicius, but didn't. Yeah. And maybe like Bale with his heading. Okay, it was a tough situation, but you'd still expect better, really. George, imagine how good Vinicius will be in the second season when he learns the English language. Just look at Ndombele second season. He can speak the language and so good. Yeah, the language probably does help a lot. That's why we're seeing him play alongside Lucas all the time, because
you play the language of football.
Yes, but when you have some players in the team that can't play football, it becomes a problem.
It's international language, that.
Yeah, very boring match so far.
Yeah, we're trying our best. It's hard.
Brendan's saying play 4-3-3. They're playing 5-4-1. They're playing for a point. They don't need to. Whereas we need that is. Oh, hold on. Lucas, go on. He's driving for the middle now. That's good. He's found Vinicius. Got to finish that.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
what?
What?
That looked like he was going in all day long. What happened there?
Absolutely thought he went through the keeper.
Yeah, that's exactly what I saw.
Wow. And now the keeper's.
Why was it? Oh,
he
did it hit him in the balls?
With his nuts.
Yeah.
That's what he saved it with.
That has got to be one of the weirdest. You know, in the proper TV perspective is just so off. That looked like he nutmegged the goalkeeper and that was going in, right?
Going in.
Next thing you know, it's coming outside of the box. He's miles on side. Hold on. Oh, he proper hit him in the nuts. Oh, man.
He'll be speaking with a high pitch at half time.
Why did he lift it? He should have gone. With him running out like that, he's got to play that along the ground to actually try and nutmeg him. If he like along the ground, that's going in. Oh, that keeper's taken one for the team there. R.I.P. his balls. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Right.
Yeah, as I was trying to say, I do not understand. We're playing at home, and we're the ones that need to win to come first. Both teams are qualified. They'll be massively happy with the draw. That's why they're playing 5 at the back. Or they're playing 4-5-1. So either way, they're still playing quite a defensive formation. Whereas we're the ones playing 5 at the back, but we need to win. That's what I find weird. But anyway, we've got enough firepower on the bench that it shouldn't be a problem towards the end of the game.
Yeah. Well,
although I say that, we had that in the away leg. I said that in the away leg. We still brought on, I think, Harry Kane and all that, and they still couldn't score against Antwerp. And we lost 1-0. So we need to learn from that. A big mistake. This is why I think you're right in the fact that we might have to start playing a serious team come the knockouts. Like fielding a close to a first team.
Right. Can we get a come on you Spurs from Afro D from Good Luck?
Come on you Spurs.
There you go. You know, this is all your fault. You didn't come in for the belly and the.
Yeah, we said this to you. You better do it at half time, otherwise you're in trouble.
Okay, Antwerp.
Oh, he's grabbing his shoulder. Is he grabbing his shoulder again? I think he was. Tanganga is down. Oh, that's a great ball forward. Is Region going to beat him there?
Oh,
that's got to be a foul, surely. Oh, he still gets it though. We're not going to get the foul for the original. Hello? What? That was 100% foul, Region. But Tanganga's been down since the break. He was clutching at his shoulder again. I don't know if it's popped out again. He will 100% be subbed at half time because there's no way you can carry on the match with that. Come on, we've got counter. The defender.
Well, the thing is, you don't even need to change a centre half. You can put another midfielder.
I would personally rather he bring on either Sissoko or Ndombele for Tanganga. But then again, this was the back four that conceded that goal. Yeah. It was Davis at centre back when Davis and Sanchez and Davis effed up. So I don't know. Maybe I would bring Dyer on. I mean, that looked like the player that Mourinho was going to bring on anyway. Oh, that's a good Doherty, man. That's our throw in. That was a good little back heel from Vinicius there. How is that not a foul on Region? I still don't understand. He did so well to get back up, to almost play advantage, and then... Well, luckily Tanganga's back on his feet and playing well.
You get a free kick, you get up. Come on,
Bale.
Play.
Now
to
with
the Celso.
Oh, poor touch. Still got it.
Still got it. Come on.
Where's
Region, right-footed cross.
All right, that worked once. All right, we'd prefer with the left. We'd prefer left cross. Come on, Doherty. Winks.
That's the ball into Winks.
Oh, why are you going to shoot with your left foot from there? It looked like a shot.
It's too close for Winks to shoot.
Yeah, he needs to fluke it. That's a good ball forward by Tanganga to Lucas, driving towards the middle. When he starts making runs, it's in with Bale. Oh, if he could have done with a reverse pass there. He's driving through the middle currently. Go on, get on your left and shoot.
Go on, Bale. Well
good defending. Just beat him to the ball. And that is half time.
Wow, that was tough going, guys.
Half time. Very tough first half to watch, to be honest with you. I don't know what you guys make of that, but that was not enjoyable, really. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Like, it's just nothing's happened that game at all. I don't get why we're playing with 5 at the back. I don't get how Reguilon's wasn't a foul. Very, very strange. Definitely feel like we could be doing better in transition, but not going to have that until we either bring on Sissoko to freeze Lo Celso to be further forward, or just bring on Ndombele, a player we know that can do it.
He won't use Ndombele.
I don't think he will either. We'll need him for the league.
Yeah.
I can definitely see Dyer coming on for Tanganga second half.
He likes giving Harry and Sonny a run.
If he really means business, he should bring Son on at half time. He should bring Son on at half time.
It doesn't matter though. You need players unless you're dropping Bale into midfield. You need players that have got to be able to get the ball to them.
Yeah, drop him as the 10.
No matter who you got up
Put
front.
Bale as the 10, stick Lucas on the right and Son on the left, or Son right and Lucas left. Because we've seen Bale's looked his best anyway when he's drifted to the middle. And if you're playing wing backs anyway with Doherty and Reguilon, you don't need Bale on the right wing, because you should hopefully have Doherty there to provide the ball in. So I don't know. It seems a bit of a strange formation with the team that we've got out there. So okay. I don't know.
Do you want a tea, a special tea, or anything else?
I could do with a Red Bull, to be honest with you. I'm falling asleep.
Yeah, you would do.
Is that the last one?
That was the last one.
You bastard.
Yeah. So I've got wings. Whee!
Oh, I could do with that, to be honest with you, to get through this game. I'll take a special tea if that's what you got.
Okay, back in a moment. No pranks, thanks.
Oh, well, how can I prank you? There's been nothing in this game. If I tried to prank there's been a goal, you wouldn't believe me. I feel like we need to strengthen our squad depth. Struggling against the likes of LSK and Antwerp isn't a recipe for success. I kind of agree. It's a weird one. I do think we have really good squad depth in terms of the fact that if we play our first team, we have good options to come off the bench. I just don't quite think our whole second team is good enough right now. Or like someone said earlier, on paper, the second team looks amazing. Lucas, Vinicius, Bale, Lo Celso, Winks, Reguilon's first team, but today Reguilon, Doherty is now a second team right back because Aura is the first choice. We've got a good second team on paper, but something just isn't really clicking. Lo Celso's grown into the game a lot more, I'll give him that, but there have been moments in that first half where he's given the ball away a lot. Which I've not been happy with. That there was such a good clear chance where all he had to do was get a nice curved ball across into a totally free Vinicius running towards the edge of the area and still cocked up that pass and went closer to the goalkeeper who cleared it. So, yeah, I think someone's put it quite right there. We have to be more clinical. I don't think the second team is as clinical as obviously Son, Kane, masters, clinical finishers, the both of them, and great assisting each other. We just seem to be missing something, and I feel like a lot of it is lost when transitioning from defence to attack. Lo Celso's looked much better growing into the first half, but he has lost the ball upon occasion. Winks has given the ball away. Lucas has lost the ball a lot as well. We're trying to carry it forward. It's a tough one. It's a game that I think Ndombele would thrive in, but I can't see him putting him on either. I'd like him to, but I can't see him putting him on. Lineup lacks experience together. Yeah, that's true. They only get a chance once in a blue moon to play. A lot of these players don't play all the time, so it's tough. Do we not have the special tea? Oh, was that mine from earlier? Oh, thank you. Sorry, I thought this was a new one. Do I think Ali's going back to MK Dons? All right, that is a bit too much disrespect. I can see him going to PSG. I think PSG would be going in for him again. I think him and Pogba, someone that PSG would be interested in, but also Pogba could go back to Juventus. That's a good point, actually. Since Man U are knocked out, would that make Pogba cup-tied for Juventus? Even though Man U aren't in the competition anymore? Because you technically re-register the players in January, right, for the knockouts. So surely if you do that, he shouldn't be? I don't know. I don't really know how it works, to be honest with you. Thanks. Mourinho is so defensive that he put defense in the mind of players, and now they're struggling in attacking. Well, again, it's the second team, right? The first team's got no problem with attacking whatsoever. But I don't know. I think Vinicius, Lucas, and Bale just need to have a few more games together. Yeah, exactly. Default Dave put it there right. You can't expect Vinicius, Bale, and Lucas to have instant chemistry, and you've got to remember they play once a week, 3 weeks in a row. They've probably played 4 games together, fully together. Vinicius didn't play at the start, did he? I'm trying to remember what the teams were at the start of the Europa League. They've only really played about 4 games fully together. It's hard to build chemistry when they haven't played before, especially if Vinicius doesn't speak English. So he can only really communicate with Mourinho, Dyer, and Lucas. And Judson, but he's not in the squad. Tough game, man. It's a really tough one to watch. What are the other scores on the doors? Leicester beating AK Athens 2-0. That's what we should be right now. Celtic beating Lille 2-1. Although I think they're knocked out, aren't they? Or am I wrong on that? Milan are winning 1-0. We're 0-0. Ludogorets LASK is 0-0. That doesn't matter because both us and Antwerp are qualified. Antwerp will take the draw, which is why they're fine playing defensive. We shouldn't really be. Is Skriniar the perfect replacement for our centre-back crisis? I don't even think we have a centre-back crisis, to be honest with you, because Toby and Dyer have been solid. But we need a third, because if one gets injured or maybe one's out of form, we need a third top-quality centre-back, which we don't have right now. So I think he would be a good answer to that, for sure. Yeah, Celtic isn't out. I thought they were. Yeah, of course I had a Wickham Wanderers. I met Akinfenwa last week for a shoot. According to Alistair Gold, the fans have sung Dele Alli's chant twice so far in this first half, including once when he warmed up in front of them. If Spurs continue in this vein tonight, he'll get on the pitch sooner rather than later in the second half. Oh, thank you. I'm full. Can't see any chemistry in our top 3. Like just that Son and Kane, their chem is like just magic. But I understand though they have been playing together as well. Yeah, the chemistry between the front 3 is not great right now. And it's tough because they're not going to get game time in the league, so this is their chance, and it just doesn't seem to be clicking with this team. Oh, apparently Under has scored an incredible volley for Leicester. Let me see that. It was inside the box, but he hit that with power. First half, Paul, very boring. Very, very boring. No, I'm not mates with Akinfenwa. No, I had the production company I work for. We had a shoot with him involved, so I got to meet him, which was pretty sick. Obviously, social distance, but still. Yeah, I agree. Spurs. That's what I was trying to say. Spurs news. The second team it's hard for them to gel, man. Really hard for them to gel. But. I'm not being funny. I still would expect the players that we have on the pitch to be able to perform in this kind of game, especially at home, and especially at home with 2,000 fans in chanting. So when will we see you upload a matchday vlog again? Well, whenever I win the ballot. I haven't yet, so I have to wait for that. Hopefully Leicester if I get it. If not, just whatever one I end up getting. Will have to be that. Oh, Linus, thank you. Greetings from Stuttgart, Germany. I love Germany, man. I can't wait to travel again. I want to go back there. A word I hate using, mediocre. It does feel a bit mediocre right now, I can't lie. I think Tanganga's had a pretty good game, to be fair. Bearing in mind he's been injured twice, almost. I think he's done well. Reguilon today's given a couple fouls away. Still look good going forward. Doherty hasn't seemed to touch the ball at all, and when he did, he gave the ball away. Interested to see what's going to happen in the second half. What channel is this game on? We are on BT Sport. What one is this? Is it 2? Yes, we're on BT Sport 2. I don't know what it's like if you're watching from America. I think America is normally like Bleacher Reports app or something like that. Do the Europa League games, I think. Hey. Ich liebe Deutschland auch. Does that mean you're from Deutschland? I thought Liebe was love. Am I thinking of the wrong word? Ich liebe Deutschland auch. Damn, I did German at school and I've forgotten already. How long left at half time? They probably kick off again in about 2 minutes time. 2 minutes time. So I've got to try and entertain the chat as much as possible when there's been a pretty boring first half. There's not really much to talk about, I can't lie. No, I'm not Romanian, I'm half Greek. Half Greek Cypriot. If you live in the USA, it's on CBS All Access. There you go. Marcus coming through with the knowledge. DAZN for Aiden. Would that be in Canada? I think Canada show the football matches on DAZN. Liebe is love. I was right. I was right. Oh, you'd say ich komme aus. If you're saying I'm from. I'm from somewhere. Oh, no, come on. As much as I want to. Oh, more teasers. Teasers are my favourite as well. Don't do that to me. I can't. I might grab one in the half time, in the second half. If anyone? Teasers? Hashtag not a spawn, just elite chocolate. Where do you want to put this? Just stick that there so that can reach somewhere there.
So how's our predictions doing? 4-0 I was going for.
Yeah, I said 3-1, 3-0. So let's talk about transfer targets. So we spoke a bit about it earlier. Skriniar's probably the only one I'd really think. We should buy Upamecano or Dan Axel Zagadou. I tell you what, do you know who's going under the radar because everyone's focuses on Upamecano? Is Konate and Mukiele, the other centre-backs for Leipzig.
Stop making up words.
No, we played them last year. Oh, no, not Konate. I think Konate was injured, so we didn't play him. But Konate is a baller, and I think just as good, if not better, than Upamecano. I think Upamecano is being talked about a lot more because I believe he's younger. But we need a player now who's top class, and Konate's in his prime. I think he's like 28, I think. He might actually still be young, you know. Let me double check that. But he is a very, very good centre-back. And was wrongfully... Did you see that when they played Man United? It was him, it was Konate and Greenwood running alongside each other. There's a perfect angle of it. They're running alongside each other like this. Greenwood goes into the Konate, bounces off of him and falls on the floor, and they gave them a penalty.
Yeah.
I was like, what? That's not a penalty. Another $4 from Marcus. Funniest offsider when camera isn't rolling. Obviously. Not me. Who's the funniest when not rolling? Probably Alex, but more because we laugh at him. Don't really know. What you see on camera is pretty much what it's like.
He's a bronze medal winner, isn't he?
He is. He's a bronze
awards.
FCAs. Although he did come third to a girl that has like 200 Twitter followers. And I don't know if she has a YouTube either. So. Konate's not 21, is he? Oh, I should have known. I signed him on FIFA in the lockdown. Oh, even better. Go for him. I think he'd be a better option than Upamecano anyway. Well, they're both just as good as each other, really, but no one's talking about him.
George, you have a new member.
Oi, oi. Welcome, Bradders, 17. Who am I thinking? Oh, I know who I'm thinking of. Koulibaly for Napoli, because he's the other one that I was saying that would be classed again now, because he is like 29, I think. 28, 29.
That sounds more like it.
But he would also cost 80 million, which we would never, ever spend, I think, on a third choice centre-back.
So I can't work out how I played 2 games of football last week and put on weight.
Maybe you're putting on muscle.
Must be it.
A lot of people saying to sell Dele to PSG and get Sabitzer as a replacement. I think Sabitzer is a great player. Don't get me wrong.
So Maxim's a good shout.
I think he's class, you know. I like it. But he just signed that new 8-year deal at Newcastle. How is he? I don't know how he secured some ridiculous deal there. Koulibaly, I can't even say what. Koulibaly would be class, but way too expensive. That's more Man City's territory.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I think Konate
I think we're only interested in sales this summer.
I think
This
so.
winter,
I think so as well. Oh, there you go. Bergwijn coming on.
Bergwijn on.
Please be for Bale already. No.
Of
Region. Sorry. I saw that as a 9.
Yeah.
I was going to say, surely not.
So that's flat back 4, isn't it?
Yeah, thank goodness for that.
Good. And Region rested for Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised Region was starting anyway, so I'm glad to see him come off. And it's good because that means Davis plays left back rather than centre back. Because we all know what happened last time he played centre back. So that's good. But does that mean Tanganga's still on then? Fair play. Because he clutched at his shoulder again middle of that match. £1 from Bradders. Appreciate the new member as well. Thank you for the donation, man.
So what that means is Bale probably in that number 10 role, surely.
I think that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But who did I say to bring on? I was saying
Bergwijn, Lucas and Vinicius up front.
Yeah. Oh, it's what I said, but I said Son instead of Bergwijn. So now you've got Lucas and Bergwijn outright, and although at the moment it looks like Lucas. Why is the cameraman's out of focus?
Really blurred. Yeah.
At the moment it looks like Lucas is actually in that number 10 role. Oh, I'll tell you what, this Vinicius is so strong. Come on, let's blocked shot again. Yeah, at the moment it looks like Lucas is in number 10.
Behind
right.
We haven't got behind the team. We never go to the byline and lay a ball across.
And I mean, we've got quick players as well. Wow, thank you for the £5 dono. Gene Stealer, I think that says UK. Only one thing better than George's channel, AFT after Woolwich lose. Yeah, I can't lie. That is pure entertainment. I can't lie with that as well. Yeah, I prefer the back four as well. At least Mourinho's recognised it. 0-0 in our own ground. We can't carry on 5 at the back. Especially when we need Region for the weekend anyway. Oh, Mukiele and Kanate would be unreal, but we've got too many centre-backs to sign them. That would be more of a summer transfer job if we sell Sanchez.
So Doherty's the furthest forward than I've seen him today.
Especially
now that we've gone to a back 4.
First time I've seen him today. Titi from Boss, I think he's just very, very, very injury prone. That's why they were willing to offload him to sign Ndombele. And he doesn't play for Barcelona right now. I don't know if he's injured right at this moment, but they've got Lenglet and... Who's the other centre-back? Does PK still play? I know Lenglet's one of them. I can't remember who the other one is.
He didn't play the other day.
He didn't the other day. But Titi doesn't play. He's too injury prone. I definitely think Skriniar's our best chance in January. Apart from that, I don't think we'll sign anyone. Come on, Vinicius. Vinicius looked very strong this game. But we still need a good crack at goal. Antwerp goalkeeper's amazing. Best of the Asia. Or does that mean he was... does that mean... Is that your opinion that he's best in Asia? As in from Asia? Or has he actually been voted best goalkeeper in Asia? New member Baradas asking, have you all... I think you meant to say always been a Spurs fan, and why Spurs? Yeah, I've always been because Dad's always been. And my dad's always been because his dad chose Spurs when he came over from Cyprus.
Yep. He used to watch... Believe it or not, he used to watch Spurs one week and Arsenal the next.
And we're talking in what? This is the 60s, I think?
Late 50s.
Late 50s.
Into the early 60s, so obviously at
back
the
when
time
we were good.
when Spurs actually did win the league. So yeah, he landed on Spurs at that time, which a few years ago I was cursing him, but I'm quite pleased. Could never be that.
I'm so happy.
Could never be that.
So happy he didn't end up. I've always wondered that. It's strange though, isn't it? That if you're from a foreign country, you kind of just... Because you would do that. If I was to go move to wherever, I would just go see the local teams and just see what team I liked watching.
Yeah.
Simple as that. If you're not from the country. George, my dad goes for United and my brother goes for Arsenal and I go for Spurs. Oh, I'd hate to watch football in your family. Oh, I probably would enjoy it actually.
Interesting Christmas dinner, right?
Maybe you should do live streams. That'd be hilarious. Get all 3 involved watching. That'd be jokes. Hi guys, I'm a Darlington fan, made bankrupt in 2011, reformed in 2012. We have 3 promotions and are currently a fan, owned a National League North club. We were demoted 4 leagues. Well, my cousin went to uni in... Was it Darlington he went to uni?
Yeah.
Or no. That's where... I'm sorry, he went Chester, but that's where his wife is from. So my cousin's wife's from. She's from Darlington. So he also, I think he went to the you know when Darlington made the. It was it the Johnston Trophy? They had a game at Wembley. I can't remember what it was for. I don't know if it was a playoff match or whether they were in like the final or semi-final of the Johnston Paint Trophy. It was called, I think. But I remember he saw.
I know he's gone to the game a few times.
Yeah, he saw them play at Wembley, which that must have been pretty cool for Darlington fans.
Oh, see the skills.
The keeper just absolutely annihilate Vinicius. Come on, keep under pressure.
Almost forgot that I had to be watching the game.
Oh, it's a bit of a pain.
This is like watching paint dry.
Bit of a pain.
Moment,
it is.
guys.
It really is. I'm in a family of Chelsea fans, but I support Tottenham. Good, nice one. Good choice.
Nice.
Have I ever been in Switzerland for watching football? I've been to Switzerland, but not to watch football. I would love to go. I love the country. Very expensive though. Oh, come on, Vinicius. Try to. Oh, he's still got it though. Onto his right foot.
Plays gonna take on?
He did a lamella. I'll tell you what, for quite a short centre-back, Tanganga wins a lot of headers. There's another one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good from Lo Celso. I think Lo Celso has definitely grown in this game, but look, the forwards aren't really making many runs for him to pass into. That's a good ball from Winks out wide to Doherty. Doherty played an early ball in the middle.
Free kick to
the one thing I don't like about that
Antwerp.
is obviously he's given it for high foot, but their player went so low.
Yeah.
Like surely that's the player's fault for trying to head that low. Like you're almost begging to be. He didn't even he didn't even touch him in the head in the end. Questionable.
So we're being asked if Bale was a good signing.
We'll wait and see for that one. For what it meant to the fans, yes, 100%. Bear in mind it's a loan as well.
Club. What it meant to the
well,
club.
yeah, exactly.
It gave the whole club a big lift.
Like, I don't care about his performances so far. Him coming back to Spurs, like the symbolism behind it all, and what it means to everyone was just huge. Like, can you imagine what it must be like for some of these players turning up to training, saying we've got Gareth effing Bale at our training ground playing for Spurs, and actually wants to play for Spurs as well. Like that, there's stuff like that behind the scene we don't see, which is probably really important. Even just the likes of having that's poor from Doherty there to let that ball go through. Even just the likes of having when Reguilón's joining, do you know how much easier it's made Reguilón to get used to Spurs and everything around the club by having Gareth Bale there, because they've been at the same club. They obviously know each other. Like that helped him as well. So there's a lot of things about signing Bale which has been good for us, but we all would love to see his performances hit like a new peak, a different peak.
Jetstorm, I think you need to get a new team if your coach is a
yeah, your coach shouldn't be
dropped because
exactly.
You're a Spurs fan.
God, that's worse than Eric. Sorry, that is worse than Eriksen's corners. That one that didn't even leave the ground. I saw
Eriksen take a couple of corners last night. The first one, I thought he did a really good delivery.
Yeah.
And then the second one in the injury time.
Classic.
Yeah, near post. Didn't get beyond the first man.
Can't lie, it feels like no professional footballers know how to take a corner anymore because everyone seems to go near man. Don't stand, Jet. We can see your message, don't worry. Just watched your 2015 History Museum vlog with Dino. You both look so young. Oh, yeah, that was part of my little vloguary.
Wow.
When I did the everyday...
Don't remember that.
It's like I think that was part of it. I did like an everyday in February thing.
But
good. He's taking them on.
Like we said we need to do. Cleared away, though.
Cleared away, but that's a bit better. More attacking intent from Bergwijn, at least.
So we had a vlog. Remember when we went to the England training
ground
as well?
Got everything signed from some of the players. Met Harry Kane there. Sorry, just to reiterate, I think what Jermaine Gina said there in the commentary is that Bergwijn did all the work there, got down the left-hand side, and every other Spurs player was just totally static.
Yeah.
No one, which is right, no one attacked the ball. Well, one back. Oh, well, one back like this. So that should be a foul. Okay, we'll take that. Well done, Celso. What is the point of starting with backups? I hate it, dude. I mean, most of it will be resting players because our fixtures coming up is just not just tough fixtures, but we've got Liverpool on Wednesday after playing Crystal Palace away.
Go on.
That's got to be a foul. I was pushing back.
All right, this
is Bale territory, this.
Come on, he's got to make
left
one of his
foot as
count.
well. This is the prime position for him. Come on.
He's been hitting the wall every time and he's been taking these free
Yeah,
kicks.
I know. I think one went miles over as well, so it's a good pushing the back on Lucas. Come on, Gareth. One of these has got to go in, surely. Who got booked?
Mourinho.
No, he pointed at someone else. Is that Sacramento? I think it was. Yeah, it was the assistant. I think he's given a yellow. Why? Yeah, it's definitely Sacramento. Oh, is he complaining because their player already, the one that committed the foul on Lucas, already has a yellow?
Oh, I see.
And they're arguing that you would have given him a yellow if he wasn't already on a yellow for that push. Yeah. So really, he should be sent off now. Oh, there we go, Big H. I'm surprised he's bringing in on before. I guess because we've already got the wingers on.
55th minute, and he's putting Harry Kane on.
Who are you going to take off? Come on, Bale. Primed and ready. Come on, son.
This is miles out though.
Yeah, but that's what you want. He loves dipping it in front of the goalkeeper. Don't hit the wall. Anything.
The wall. Go on.
Oh! Vinicius! That's got to count, surely.
Come on.
Get in there. I think it is. I tell you what.
What a free kick by Bale.
That was a stunning strike from Gareth Bale. Stunning strike. But it's Vinicius that gets the goal for Spurs. Did the keeper
push it onto the bar?
He did.
Vinicius knocks it in.
What a stunning strike from Gareth Bale on the free kick.
Tell Harry to put his coat back.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need him anymore. No, to be fair, I still would bring him on for safekeepings. But, yeah, he's onside as well. Perfect run.
Good.
I've got to give credit to the keeper for starters because, I mean, that was an incredible free kick from Gareth Bale to the top right corner. Keeper, full stretch, gets it, hits it onto the post, but falls to Vinicius.
He falls inside the goal, saving it.
That is actually an incredible save, but just
on his own.
That's what you want the striker
3
to do.
yards out.
Perfect follow-up. 1-0 to Spurs.
Yes. What a free kick.
We said he was due to have a good free kick, and you've got to say, if that keeper wasn't 6'5" like he is, that is going in the top right corner. No, that is brilliant.
We can breathe there.
Vinicius absolutely loves a goal in the Europa League as well, so we'll take that all day long. That doesn't count as a Bale assist, though, does it, I think? Because if the keeper saved it and it's come back off the post.
It should do.
It should do.
It should really do.
Because Harry Kane looks like he's still coming on, though. But I tell you what a free kick it was.
He's still coming on.
And Sonny. Oh.
What?
He's bringing on Kane and Son.
You know what? He just sees it as a...
And Ndombele. Hold on. Bale's just come off for Sonny after that incredible free kick. Good thing he made it count before he came off.
See Bale with these players.
I know. That's... Just bring Bergwijn back off. We don't need him on the pitch anymore.
Well, what we said, hopefully you'll start with him on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced he will.
Winks off for Ndombele. Winks doesn't look too pleased.
Winks does not look happy.
Can't lie, he hasn't had the best of games today. Ndombele back on. It's good to see Ndombele alongside Lo Celso, actually. And then Carlos Vinicius coming off for Kane. That's perfect that Bale got that free kick and then Vinicius finished that because both would have come off for Son and Kane anyway. And now we're 1-0 up and finishing with a really strong team. You should have just stopped it.
I agree with this.
I can understand the Bale substitution if he is thinking of starting him on Sunday, which he probably will. I think he will, to be honest with you, because it's the one game. Because he's not going to play against Liverpool, he might not play against Leicester, and I don't think he'll play against Wolves either. So Crystal Palace is really his only chance to actually play again, start again. Sorry, that's got to be a foul, isn't it? This ref is very questionable.
So now,
jeez, that goalkeeper can throw far. He threw further than some goalkeepers can kick. tell you what a team we've got out right now.
So now it's Lo Celso and Dele. We've in front of them.
Oh yeah, wait, we actually haven't got
Lucas,
a defensive midfielder on.
Kane, Son.
Hold on. We've got Bergwijn and Ndombele and Lo Celso as our middle three.
Yep.
Huh. We actually haven't got a single defensive midfielder on the pitch.
Good.
With 4 at the back. I mean, that would have been fine before if we were trying to get a goal, but 1-0 up now a bit. I mean,
well,
this
he probably decided that he was going to do this anyway.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
0-0, and just decided to stick to his guns.
I mean, I'm not being funny. This team should still, even without defensive midfield, we
we've
should
not
still
seen
batter them.
anything from an attacking force from Antwerp so far. Kane. Oh, what a terrible pass, Kane. You're useless.
Shocking, mate. Shocking.
We did score.
Oh, were you not here? I didn't even clock. Yeah, we did.
Bale took an amazing free kick. Keeper somehow saved it.
Incredible for you. Going top right corner. Keeper full straight. Actually, ended up in the goal because he had to go to save it. But it went onto the post and came back to Vinicius, who just tapped it into an empty net.
And then just to wind them up, we've said, right, as soon as we scored that goal, we'll put
Kane, Son, and Ndombele.
Oh, God. Oh, they're screwed.
This is probably the most attacking lineup I think I have ever seen us play. Bergwijn, Son, Ndombele, Lo Celso, Lucas, Kane, Doherty.
It's almost like he's doing the opposite to the other game, the Arsenal game, where he finished with 6 defenders.
He's now finishing with none. None.
Now it's like we'll play 4-4-0-6 formation.
We only have 1 sub left. It might be Dane Scarlett for more. Oh, go on, bring on another forward. That should be hilarious. Take off Sanchez. Go to a back 3 again. Or take off Doherty, go to a back 3 again. And bring on a striker.
I can see him taking Hart off to put Whiteman on.
He is, he's doing homework. Lynn. Yeah, this is the only thing. Kane better not get injured.
Yeah, that's what obviously my concern is. But I think it is a training session.
Yeah,
it seems just saying, rather than us do a training session, go and have a little run around, guys.
What?
Plus,
that was never a foul.
Plus, Kane wants his goals as well.
True. He wants to break every record, and he probably wants to break the Europa League one as well while he's in it, because he won't be in it for long. Hey. So how? Like, in what world is that a foul? This ref is on one today. Yes, he is, Sam. It's his brother, I believe. Asking about the Lukaku who just came off.
Lukaku. Oh, has he come off?
Yeah, he has, yeah. Because I believe they both played in the same Belgian team together when they're younger, which I think was... not Antwerp, sorry. Anderlecht. Could be mistaken, but I think so. Winks apparently walked down the tunnel, according to Joanne. Genius has actually just talked about it as well in the commentary, saying he wasn't happy. But I mean, like, he can only not be happy with himself. He's been given the game time if he's the one that's not performing. Yeah. And at the end of the day,
you know what it's like.
He's seen our squad.
He's not getting first team action.
Yeah.
This is his chance.
This is his chance to prove that he's good enough to start ahead of Sissoko, because that's the one he's really competing with. And if he can't deliver in these games, which, I mean, he didn't really do anything on his time on the pitch to prove to us that he should be ahead of Sissoko, then it's only on him. It's not on anyone else, on Mourinho. Saying Winks is frustrated with his lack of game time, but he's only having lack of game time because he won't be good enough. Clearly Sissoko is performing better than he is, so when he is getting the game time, which he has done in the Europa League a lot, he needs to prove that he's good enough.
And one fluky goal from the halfway line when he's crossing the ball doesn't count.
Because
I like Winks a lot.
I love Winks too. I love him to bits.
I want to see him in and around the first team.
It's so nice when you see a homegrown player absolutely adores the club, been supporting it since he was a young boy, but that doesn't mean he should automatically start just because he loves the club. He's got to prove that he's good enough. Oh, that was a bit of a... Oh, Lucas nearly went in as well. Slipped on that.
13 goal attempts by Spurs.
Wow, to their one.
By
Jeez.
Antwerp. I mean, I can't remember 13.
No. Well, if they're including a lot of the shots we've had from distance,
what, they get
Bale,
blocked,
Lucas, they're still attempts, really. Yeah, Mourinho was doing a good job at Spurs. That's a foul.
Hello?
These refs are clueless. Well, the officials are clueless.
And now he's blown up.
Because of a head injury, but he won't give the foul. Hey, they've been absolutely clueless.
His back.
Well, the guy did push him onto his back, yet somehow the foul wasn't given. Look.
Yeah, is that not?
Look, and lands straight on his coccyx. I've done that before. That is painful. Fogden sent you. Hey, man, like. And we've got Sissoko coming on now.
Oh,
yeah.
He suddenly realised, oh shit, we haven't got a defensive midfield.
Yeah, he's like, wait, did I do the maths right in my head? 14 goal attempts.
Is you going to take off? Can't take. Oh, it's going to be Lucas.
It'll be Lucas. We've got too many wingers on the pitch. We need to take... Oh, look, they're back again.
Oh, go on, Lucas.
Ignore them in the chat, guys. Dele! Oh, for some reason I thought Bergwijn was by himself up there. I couldn't see.
Go on, Harry.
Oh, Lucas tried to do... Oh, poor communication from their defence, though. I was going to say, I swear to God, if the ref was about to give that as the foul and not...
Let's go again on the left. Into Sonny. Edge of the area, shoots.
Ooh!
Saves.
Hit it with a bit of power, but unfortunately straight at the goalkeeper, so...
Straight down the keeper's throat.
I mean, if this guy has been actually voted the best Asia's goalkeeper, then I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. He's quite a tall player. Did well to save the free kick, but obviously just unfortunate that Vinicius was the one who went on. Oh, hold on, come on, Kane. Into Sonny. Come on, Sonny.
Know what he's doing.
Oh, he went to the left. Oh, again! Another great save from their goalkeeper. I tell you what, he's having a very good game so far. Well, clearly Thogden didn't send you because I know it's the same people that came in before. Guys, anyone watch this normally? Ignore what's happening in the chat right now because I don't understand what they're trying to do. I don't quite understand.
Yep, Mora is the player off.
Yeah, I thought that'd be the case. Now that's looking like a more complete team. Sissoko hold, have Celso and Ndombele go forward a bit. That's a lot better. Yeah, and Vinicius did well again today. I love Vinicius' strength. He seems to hold off defenders so well. So well. Go on, good delivery. That's good!
Go on, it's got to be. Oh,
Kane!
Harry.
How has he hit that wide? Oh, very good delivery from Lo Celso from the corner. Kane does well, gets above the defender. Oh, it's just gone wide of the post. How has he missed the target there?
He aims it there. The
I
ball
know.
went where he aimed it. He just aimed it wide of the post.
Hugh Wolf with a £2 donor. Appreciate that, man. Do you think we should buy Dominic I really struggle to pronounce this guy's name. Zoboslai. I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. Again, another player that I can't really comment too much on because I don't know too much about him, so I need to do my research and come back with that. But, yeah, we'll see. Come on, Bergwijn.
Good effort.
Actually, pretty good effort as well. Good save from the goalkeeper yet again from Bergwijn's shot. 68 minutes in. How have we still got 20 minutes left? This game's gone on forever.
So we've been asked if Bale assisted. We're not sure
I don't think it counts. I don't think it counts because the keeper saved it and it came back off the post.
He did a phenomenal free kick. Keeper saved it, pushed it onto the bar though. As it dropped, it fell to Vinicius, who knocked it into an empty net.
So we would count it as a Bale assist because he's the one that did the free kick to get to him, but it won't count as it won't be an official assist. Mark Spaz with the $5. Who could you see in the squad return years from now as a head coach for Spurs? I could easily see Kane, Dyer, Højbjerg. Hope to meet you guys one day. I think Vertonghen would be a class coach, especially to come back to Spurs. He seems like he would be a good coach, and definitely one I'd love to see come back at Spurs as well. Anyway, so that would be sick. I think Højbjerg definitely. I think Mourinho said the same as well, didn't he? He said that he's definitely got the qualities to be always asking questions.
Yeah.
Very much a leader. Almost seems like a Mourinho reincarnated into whenever he ends up finishing his career. So yeah, definitely him.
The surprising one, which is slightly, not quite what you're saying in terms of player coming back from the current playing squad, but we're interested to see Ledley King in a few years' time. What happens?
Oh, if he goes for like an actual manager role.
Yeah.
Because that's got that. You'd like to think that's the next step for him, right?
Yeah, it's a weird one because he's such a quiet person.
I know.
Quiet personality, and yet obviously he's doing well in this coaching role.
Oh, hold on. Come on, Kane. You've got to go to Lo Celso. Yep, played into Lo Celso, driving in. You've got to finish this. Yes, what a finish. What a finish. Kane assisting Lo Celso. Another goal to Spurs. 2-0. That was a nice little quick break. I think we quickly won the ball back off of them. It fell into Kane. Players instantly ran towards him to try and shut him down, but he played the ball through to Lo Celso, who was running through. Nice little touch forward to take himself closer towards the goal. And nice slot. What was it outside of his left foot, I think? Sissoko did so well. Won the ball back. Straight into Kane, who was onside. All the defenders drew into him. Passed the ball through to Lo Celso.
Lovely pass again.
Yeah, outside the left foot into the bottom left corner. Fantastic finish. Nice little goal worked up by Spurs. Get in, Gio. Definitely he's grown into this game. Definitely. I don't think he started off pretty slowly, but I'm happy how he's finishing this game now.
I think
very nice.
Sonny's upset. Sonny's upset that it was a pass to Lo Celso and not to him.
I know they need to add to their tally. They need to add to the assisting each other.
I'm joking, guys.
Lo Celso, very happy he grew into this game the way he has done. He's played much better second half than he did the first half. But we do also have a much better team out there now. The players are still pressing, which is good. Let's get the third. Sonny closing on the player. Oh, nearly won us a corner from it as well, forcing the long ball forward. How's that found their player? They're playing headers and volleys between them. 1-1 back.
Under control.
Ndombele now on the left side of the pitch. Bergwijn moving forward. Still with Ndombele right now. Into Bergwijn. This is the kind of game I want to see Bergwijn do a little bit of skill. Do you remember in like the qualifiers when he was just absolutely murdering the Maccabi Haifa players with his skill when we won that 7-2? Yeah. I want to see him do that a bit more.
So Sanchez has it on the halfway line.
I assume you mean now George can stop shutting down Lo Celso. Hey, I said it throughout the second half. He's grown into it. I love Gio, love him to bits. But you got to be honest. First half wasn't great from him. So good second half though. Good to see him get the goal.
George is a massive Lo Celso fan, to be fair.
I am. I love Lo Celso.
He's always been singing his praises, and I love
Lo Celso.
I like it when he comes on. Never convinced when he starts.
I also love Ndombele. I love the both of them. I think it's class we've got both of those players, and we bought them both last year. Both of them fantastic.
Oh, Dele Alli's gone down the tunnel as well. I'm not surprised if he can't get.
Well, if he can't get on the pitch, then
it's ridiculous. I mean, I don't know why he's treating him like that.
Even when we were 1-0 up before he did the subs, he could have at least changed one of them to be Dele to come on.
Yep.
We didn't need all of Son, Ndombele and Kane.
Yeah, so there's no doubt. I mean, Dele's...
I think he's finished at the club. He's got to be.
Gone in January, there's no doubt about it.
This kind of happened with Eriksen, didn't it? He just stopped playing him.
Yeah.
Because he was just done. So, yeah, expect to see Dele out in the window. Oh, thank you, JP, for 2001. Sonny for head coach, classic foot golf king. Sonny for president, I think, the way he's going. Do I think we can sell Rose for 10 mil? Or is he completely done? I don't think anyone will buy him for 10 mil at this rate, to be honest with you. I think at this point, we're kind of just waiting for his contract. Does his contract end next summer?
How can he not be good enough for the likes of Fulham? Or...
That's what I was thinking. Like, or at the very least, why he didn't go to a championship team when that window was finished the week after. That I was very surprised by.
Be whether they can afford his wages. But he's Spurs, so he won't be on an awful lot.
I'm not being funny. To play football, you'd cut your wages at this point, rather than to rot in the under-23s. Oh, that's not good. Currently showing Sonny clutching at his ankle. Is that? He was limping a little bit there. This is what I mean. It was pointless bringing these kind of players on. Can't risk injury now. Alright, he's running after the ball there, okay.
On the ball, running around gingerly.
I mean, we're already 2-0 up. I don't think he needs to do too much. Yeah, he's still limping. And we can't sub him off. Otherwise, we'll be with 10 men for the last 15 minutes. I believe. I'm trying to... Yeah, we've definitely must have done 5 substitutions, haven't we?
Yeah, which again, I don't understand why you do that. You know that if we get an injury, we're down to 10.
So early on for Mourinho as well. Normally he saves a substitution towards the end to waste some time, but...
I think he genuinely forgot that he hasn't got a defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
Hold on. We better change that.
Nah, teams will buy Dele. I think PSG's a shout again. I think they came in for him towards... Well, they were saying there were offers for Dele last summer. And I think PSG did go in for him, but they weren't coming in with a serious offer. They didn't really need to, whereas I think January, you could well see him go there. Oh, that's a nasty little foul on. Got a yellow card. Foul on Sanchez. Juve could take Dele. I think Juve would probably go more back in for Pogba. That's the thing. I think all these teams, I think it's a choice between Dele or Pogba. Both PSG and Juventus. Yeah, PSG was loan with option to buy. I think we wanted to sell Dele, I believe, to PSG, which is why we didn't do the loan and option to buy. Oh, to be fair, he's back. He does not look happy, mind, but he's back. To be fair, someone's right. He could have just easily gone to the toilet. Like, it's not... People making a big deal of it. He quite literally could have gone to the toilet because Dele is back on the bench. So, although I will say he does not look happy. That would be hilarious if he's just gone to the toilet and people have made this whole headline. Oh no, he's fuming. He's gone off fuming.
Or he heard the football commentary and said...
It was like, oh crap, I better get back out there before.
Yeah. No, the thing is, you know what he did? He went to the changing rooms, got his phone out, thought he'd watch our vlog.
Yeah, of course. Hey, Dele, subscribe while you're here, man. Let me know. Hit me up on the DMs.
I think he's got to get his phone, actually.
Yeah, actually does look like he's on his phone now. Hey, Dele, if you're watching this, big man, we appreciate you. We don't want you to go.
We love you.
Maybe alone, just to find get a bit more game time. Come back, better than ever. We'll see you next year. Although I did see people saying he's like, who was it that... Like, they were saying that he needs to shave his... Was it Danny Rose? It was Danny Rose, wasn't it? Or even like Tom Huddleston. Remember when he grew his hair and said, I'm not going to shave it or cut it until I score a goal. I feel like this is like Dele Alli now. I feel like he needs to get rid of his moustache and beard.
Yeah.
And then he'll be back to his old self again. And his hair. Who scored the second? Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to... that thing, I need to make sure that it's... Just make that like 4. That'll do. And bring that up a little bit. There we go. Celso got the second for you guys, so you can see that. Celso scored the second from a Gareth Bale free kick. Went to the top corner. Brilliant save from the keeper, but unfortunately onto the post and fell to Vinicius, who did really well, just running onto the ball.
George, can you pull up or have a look at the other scores?
Well, in the Europa League.
Yeah,
I know
AEK are doing against Leicester.
they were losing 2-0 at half time. Let's have a look. The game's from right now. The game's going on now. Still 2-0 Leicester. Anyone else important? Braga are winning 2-0. Milan are winning 1-0, sorry. Celtic are beating Lille 3-2, but they're already knocked out, I think. What's that table looking like? Can Lille get through? Yeah, Lille are second. Oh, yeah, they're both through. I think Lille and Milan are both through. All through, even. So that result doesn't matter. LASK are beating Ludogorets 3-1. Again, doesn't really matter. Hoffenheim beating Ghent 4-0 is... No, I was trying to see if... Is Hoffenheim that Sessegnon's that, isn't it?
Oh, that sounds about right.
It is, yeah. He's on the bench today. Yeah. I think he got he scored the other day, I think. Right. Apparently he's been doing pretty well. Hoffenheim saying he's been...
a free kick from Bale region.
Oh, where's Bale when you need him, eh?
See, I haven't quite seen where it... Yeah, it's a bit closer than Bale.
You say that. Remember, this is the camera angle that makes every free kick look close. Yeah, look how miles out.
Away. Okay.
Miles away.
I'll take that back. He's definitely crossing this in.
Although I'm pretty sure if Bale was on the pitch, he would go for goal here.
Yeah, Bale would, but suddenly he's definitely crossing this
He's got to go for like Kane. He's onside.
Oh,
Sanchez! Headed ball, but unfortunately over the top of the crossbar. Hart's looking complacent. He might concede a goal. I honestly couldn't have even told you who was in goal today because they have done nothing when attacking. Sanchez just didn't get it on his forehead. It was on the top of his head and went over the crossbar. Yeah, we know he's been subbed off. We're saying that would be perfect territory if it was Bale was on the pitch.
Yeah.
Because he would 100% have shot from there. Because it actually wasn't too dissimilar to where his shot was for our goal.
Bale lost it in the midfield.
It looked like he was going to go round them, but did well. But Celso won it back. So yeah, that's gone off. Your dad's old school shirt looks mint. Yeah, I love these shirts. Oh, that's the one I got you, isn't it?
That's the one you bought me, so it is mint.
Is that for Father's Day? I can't remember which
one it is. This is actually a replica kit as opposed to...
was it Father's Day? It was Father's Day, wasn't it?
I think it was.
I think it was, yeah, because your birthday was months ago.
But I was there in the FA Cup final in 1991. I'm actually in the background when they lift up the cup.
Was that you with a hat or something? No, that was... Or you got someone's hat, or was it a different one? Wasn't there something you got, like... I saw you, or was it Uncle George that got someone's hat?
Uncle George.
Yeah, I think...
Yeah.
Go on, Celso on the right-hand side. Oh, he's got past another player. Oh, he's definitely done so well this second half. I think that's a goal kick, you know.
Goal kick.
I think that's... he's giving it a corner, but I tell you what, I think Lo Celso's just kicked that off.
Yeah.
But anyway, did a nice little drive from Lo Celso there to win us a corner. 8 minutes left to play, 2-0 to Spurs. You'd like to think that the top of the table's ours, which, well, it should be.
Come on, we've got 8 minutes to get 2 goals. Get my prediction right.
Like, Marcus just brought this up, right? We're in December, we still haven't seen our green away kit. Have we played in that green away kit yet? Because I don't think I remember seeing us in that. I mean, it isn't like a...
Good. I don't like it anyway.
I like it as a kit, but it's not a Spurs kit, though, is it?
What's happened there?
It's gone for everyone. Yeah, when was the last time we had that kind of green kit? Dark green. Obviously, we had that third kit that was like the green aqua.
Yeah.
But that was...
No, it's not a colour.
It's not a Spurs kit, really. That's probably... And to be honest with you, I think it's too dark.
Like yellow.
It's too dark. It clashes with everyone's home kits. So that's why we're not wearing it. Because it's black shorts, I think. I love this yellow top. The only thing that would make it better is if it was a solid yellow rather than like this gradient. It's like blocked gradient. Either if it was a smoother gradient or just a single yellow. But other than that, I loved it. I like the crest down the middle. It's got a bit of an old school vibe to it. I mean, we've definitely been in total control the second half. We've had a lot more attempts, a lot more control of the ball, and the only shot I remember Antwerp having was that one that a guy just shot from long distance and went like nearly to the corner flag.
Oh, the Celso just lost it in midfield. Can Antwerp do something on the counter?
Number 6 with him right now. Good. Lo Celso's won the ball back.
Thought he was going to run through
us. Turn one. He's got 2 players on him. He's done so well to keep that into driving on the right hand side. Oh, he's nutmegged the player back through as well.
Oh my god!
And just lost
trying to take half the team.
We got the
that was
throw.
Crazy but brilliant at the same time.
Fair play. He's got past 3 players there, nutmegged one in the process, and won the throw in.
Mr. Flop, yes, I did reply to your comment about me waving the arm.
Oh, hold on. I don't need to. Good, nice defending from Sanchez. Don't pretend like he's down injured.
I don't check Instagram often. So
is that what he's talking about?
My comments are normally about 3 days after something happened.
Oh, we've got a Crystal Palace fan in the chat. Jordan saying, worried to see us play against Lo Celso on Sunday, not going to lie. Well, the weird thing is, I don't think he's going to start.
Oh, no.
It will be on Dembele that starts, because he's the one that's been in form in our midfield. Obviously, Lo Celso gets more game time in Europe currently. What's he holding on? Is he falling on his hip as well?
So the starting lineup will be Lloris.
It will be as standard, like
Aurier.
Yep.
Dyer.
Yep.
Alderweireld.
Yep.
Reguilon.
Yep.
Højbjerg.
Yep.
Sissoko.
Yep.
And I'm missing one.
Ndombele.
Ndombele.
Yep.
Thank you. And then up front, Harry Kane.
Yep.
Sonny.
Yep.
And the only decision he has to make is whether it's...
I think Bale starts. Especially because he's taken him off early this game.
Bergwijn.
He took him off in the 58th minute, I think.
I would go Bale as
Because
well.
you've got to remember, we're playing Liverpool 3 days later.
Yeah.
3 days later. And he will do that same team, but with Bergwijn, so we can do the counter. Exactly. So I think Bale was all but guaranteed to start on Sunday.
Yep, I'd agree.
Who's he booked there? Tanganga? Or Sanchez?
And of course, that was a scene of Dele's absolutely brilliant goal.
Oh, and Ericsson saving us as well. When he had that, it was like 0-0 the whole game, and he just had that shot from distance into the bottom left. Yeah, that goal from Dele. Probably one of my favourite goals of his, actually. Obviously, I love the ones against Chelsea because that's about the occasion, but in terms of technical ability, that goal against Crystal Palace was class.
It was also when we went, was it a couple of years ago in the FA Cup?
Was that the one we lost, or was it the one where Foyth won? Foyth scored and we won.
No, we lost and we had just horrible seats there.
I hate going Crystal Palace away.
It's just disgusting.
Because the stand, you can't see anything. The whole thing's like the stand is so the roof is so low it blocks off half the pitch, so you can't. And then you've got like a giant pole in the middle of you the way as well. Like it's not a nice, and you're cramped. I think you're really cramped in the away end.
Yeah,
compared to others. Nah, definitely probably one of my least favourites.
They probably treat the home supporters better than us, but we have
obviously,
horrible.
You can't go in the back of Sonny like that. Now he blows the whistle. I think someone's paid Antwerp to just injure our players, by the looks of it. Dele's going to start in the Palace game. Good luck. I can't see Dele playing another game for Spurs, if I'm being totally honest with you. He doesn't even make the squad in the Premier League at the moment. I don't think he was in the squad against Arsenal.
No, he wasn't.
Or against Chelsea. And those are the teams he normally thrives against. Lo Celso is playing really well today. I still would be very surprised to see him start. The only reason I would think Lo Celso would start against Palace is if he's saving Ndombele for Liverpool and Leicester, since they're playing twice in that 1 week. That's the only reason I think. But then I would also think if he knew he was going to play Lo Celso against Crystal Palace, he wouldn't play Lo Celso for 90 minutes today, which he has done.
He's not.
So I still think Ndombele starts ahead of him.
We still do Ndombele 65
65th minute, bring Lo Celso on, he'll get another assist, and we're good to go. Oh yeah, of course, it's Man City versus Man United this weekend. Both the teams are in. Are they 4th and 5th or 5th and 6th, something like that?
If Man City smash them, then we'll see Poch as Man United manager before January.
Yeah. You can't get knocked out of.
We actually want, probably a draw, but if not, I'd
draw would be ideal.
like a Man United win because I see City as much more of a
I agree.
title challenge threat.
Long term, Man City are more dangerous than Man United.
Especially as Aguero's starting to make a comeback.
Oh, go on, Kane, the
through.
streak on. Oh!
How does he get the shot away?
I'm not being funny
floor.
though. Do we not get?
No, we're not gonna get
Would that not be a penalty though? Like really, it should be because he was fouled in the process of shooting.
It's not even appealing.
Nah. I mean, would you bother? It's 89th minute, 2-0 up.
Yes,
if you're playing against
goals.
I'm pretty sure he's fouled in the process here. Oh no, no, he does just stack. Yeah, you're right. He does just stack it. No wonder he's not appealing.
He did a good dummy, sent the player.
Oh, he broke his own ankles. But he's in the position like when he scored against Leicester last year.
Yeah.
When he fell on the floor but couldn't find the target this time. Oi, oi, Ellis in the chat. What's up, my G? Is your game finished? We've got about 30 seconds left and then probably a couple minutes added on. Nah, Kane will not be on the bench on Sunday.
No chance.
The way Mourinho is, we're playing our first team every single Premier League game.
He's playing in 35 minutes here.
We can't risk to not play our best team every single game, which is something Pochettino didn't do. He would risk it a bit too much sometimes and play second teams in Premier League matches to save them for European competitions or whatever it may be. And it cost us a lot of points. Whereas I feel like Mourinho's one that's like, no. You rest once we've got that Premier League medal.
Yeah.
All right? That's when you rest. We do look so much better when we've got this like first team on. Nearly another good ball from Kane into Sonny there. From deep. God, a City fan in the chat thinks Spurs will win the Prem. Still too early to tell. I want to see after Christmas. Everyone's too close. This league is very close.
It is crazy. I mean,
you lose a couple of games and you're 10th
are right
sudden.
up there.
Yeah.
Like, they've got, if they win their game in hand, they're only 2 points behind us. It's mad. And they've been awful. So,
I agree with you. So Liverpool match Anfield will be our toughest match yet. We win this, we'll secure our position as front runners in the competition. You're not wrong because if you do beat, which I mean, it's almost impossible right now to beat Liverpool at Anfield, and especially for us, it tends to be a bit of a bogey stadium for us. I still can't remember the last time we beat them there. If you somehow manage to beat Liverpool at Anfield, you mean business. Because then what? We would have beaten Man City, Arsenal, drawn to Chelsea, and potentially have beaten Liverpool at their ground.
Yeah. Let's get there first.
It is a dream. It is a bit of a dream.
We've got to beat Palace first.
Yeah.
We know what we're like. We'll do all that against the top teams. So they
just beat West Brom 5-1, didn't they?
Yep. They've got some speed in their team. They do look dangerous.
I tell you what, if there's any Crystal Palace fans still in the chat, I love the look of that Easy, however you pronounce his name. Yeah. He's a very good young player. Smashed it in the Championship, was it? He played for QPR, wasn't it? I think it was QPR. He looks so good for them. Looks like a decent young player. Zaha, I've always rated Zaha massively. Benteke managed to get a couple of goals last week, even though he never normally scores.
Yeah.
So, and Crystal Palace away has been a tough fixture for us before. We've won the majority of them, but it's never been. I can't remember the last time it was an easy win away at Crystal Palace. So yeah, it's a tough fixture, but must win. Have to win.
Have to. Nowadays, to win the league, you have to beat the second or third tier teams. When I say that, within the Premier League, you've got to.
Yeah.
There's no choice. Liverpool and Man City have set the standard over the last couple of years.
Look at
draws are not good enough.
I'm not being funny. Look at all of Liverpool's injuries, and they're still winning games. They're showing that you need to be on top of your game every single week against every single opponent. There you go. Full time. That game felt like it went on forever. I don't know about you. I am going to fall asleep easy tonight because fairly boring game. Second half, we stepped it up a gear. Managed to win the game 2-0. Pretty standard. Again, another clean sheet though from the boys.
That's true.
And that's not even our first team at the back. So very impressive on the defensive side of things. Just wish we could attack better in the first half. But it doesn't matter. We got the 2-0 win. We finish the table in the Europa League at the top We're first, so we'll be playing a second-seeded team when it comes to the round of 32, which you said the draw is midday Monday, right?
That's when it's on BT Sport.
BT Sport, midday Monday. We find out who we have in the next round, and I'm not being funny. I've looked at the list of teams, especially the ones dropping from the Champions League. There is no big team. It's not like before where you had Atletico Madrid, Chelsea.
Yeah.
None of these teams have dropped in. Ajax have dropped in, but they look so out of form.
Yeah.
They're not looking great in the European competitions at all.
They would love to get their revenge on us, though, I'm sure. So,
But they've got no Ziyech, no Van der Beek, no De Ligt. They're missing a lot of their main players.
Of course,
so
of course.
they've got a great young team, a lot of prospect in the Ajax, especially in their academy. But right now, I don't fear their first team. Man U, don't fear them. Batter them 6-1 away.
So there you are. The round of 16 Champions League draw is at 10:45 on Monday.
I assume Europa League follows it straight
Europa
away.
League midday on Monday.
Yeah, both on BT Sport 2, so we'll follow from each other. But I think the same as Champions League, right? We can't draw an English team. Oh no, we wouldn't be able to anyway because Arsenal finished first in their group.
You can't draw English.
But I was going to say we wouldn't regardless because we need a second seeded team and what's it called?
Yeah. Did Leicester win theirs?
Yeah. I think they won theirs 2-0 as well. Let me double check.
While he's checking that, guys, have you hit that like button? You know it makes sense.
Leicester finished 2-0. They finished top of their group as well. I mean, I think they pretty much won all their games. No. 6 played, 13. Oh, I actually tell you what. I didn't realise that they tied points with Braga. I didn't know that. But I think Leicester obviously must have beaten them head to head.
Better head.
Wow, they actually could have come second there. Yeah, because Braga won their game as well. Interesting. Yes, I mean, we can't play an English team anyway, so if you look at all the other teams that are in the competitions that are through, I honestly do not fear a single one of them.
No, I just hope we don't get a team where we have to travel too far.
Yeah, that can be an issue.
We don't want the Ukrainians or the...
I would take who's close that's finished second. Lille? Did Lille finish second in their group? I think they did. I'll take them. They just lost 3-2 to Celtic, but they have finished second in their group. I'll take that. Lille second. That's a nice little team to pick up. You don't have to travel far. Clearly are beatable if if Celtic managed to do that, and they finished bottom of their group.
Okay, you're getting a couple of questions through. Will you be streaming the Europa League draw?
Probably
be working, wouldn't you?
Oh, I think I'll be working Monday midday, so I don't think I'll be able to do that, unfortunately. I'll do all my reaction to it on Instagram, though. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, then it's at George Achillea. Same with Twitter and everything like that. So make sure to go follow my socials because I'll be reacting to it there.
Spencer's asking how we played today. Do you want to give a little summary of?
For me, I don't know how you feel that, but or anyone else in the chat. For me, I think the first half very, very boring. It definitely looked like a second team that just hasn't gelled together yet. The front three, I think Lucas, Vinicius, Bale, just don't really kind of know. They don't know each other's runs as well as obviously Kane and Son.
Yeah.
They know where the other player's going to be all the time. Whereas I feel like only Vinicius and Lucas can have a bit of a link up just because they speak the same language. So it was a bit tough. We also couldn't really transition well from defence to attack because we only had Winks and Lo Celso in midfield. And for me in the first half, Lo Celso was not that effective. He gave the ball away a couple of times. So what we did well in the second half...
that was a problem with having the two, with having Lo Celso and Winks. It just didn't happen. We weren't playing the ball through them. There just wasn't a system to be able to get the ball up to the front players.
And because we had 5 at the back, or 3 at the back, whatever, it meant we didn't have a holding midfielder, which means you couldn't really say, all right, Lo Celso, go into the number 10 role, be like the provider in that area. He couldn't. He had to come back a lot. So I think that's where we struggled in the first half. Second half, pretty much as soon as we went back to the 4 at the back, we looked so much more comfortable. We started, and obviously we got the goal with a fantastic Bale free kick. He was due to have an amazing free kick. Didn't score from it, but the keeper did an amazing job saving it. Actually fell into the goal because he saved it in the top corner with both hands. But unfortunately for him, he saved it onto the post. And it was a great striker's run from Vinicius. As soon as the free kick was taken, ran towards the 6-yard box, and he had a complete empty net to tap it in on his own. The player did not mark him well at all. So, and they both got subbed off straight after that. Funny enough, for Son, Kane, Ndombele came on as well. So obviously we finished with such a strong team, and we looked so comfortable in the second half. We had, what was that in the end? Probably like 17, 18 attempts
You got to think we haven't seen the possession stats for the second half, but
No.
where the first half was 50-50, it must have been 75-80%.
Must have been because I remember one shot they had in the second half, and it was miles wide. Miles wide. People asking about Winks, looked very frustrated, walked down the tunnel when he came off. For me, just a meh game. Yeah. Very average. He didn't do anything outstanding, but he also didn't necessarily
do anything wrong. But
just didn't do anything, really, if you were to...
For me, the biggest probably talking point or concern is around Matt Doherty.
Yeah.
We're just not seeing it at the moment. He is not looking the player that we thought we bought, to be honest.
He's not looking like that quality wing-back we bought from Wolves. Because it's perfect. It's the first time we've started with 5 at the back the way we have, with him as a right wing-back.
Which was the system that he was used to.
He thrived under with Wolves, but again, I didn't even know he was playing in that first half.
No.
So it's a bit concerning, but at least the signing of him has stepped up the level of Oriol.
Yeah,
at least, because he's looking class every single game now, thankfully, because otherwise we would be trouble in that right-back position. Tanganga, I thought, had a good game. Sanchez had a pretty good game. Did a couple of good tackles.
He looked more comfortable once we went to the back 4.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Because with the back 5, it's because he's the one in the middle. It's almost like it's his responsibility for everything, which might be a bit too much on his shoulders. Yeah. But yeah, I think because those two did well. Sanchez and Tanganga as a partnership, as just a 2 centre-back partnership, did well against Ludogorets, I feel like. So I think them two together against this level of team, pretty good, pretty solid. Davis again, just another solid game. Nothing.
Yeah, Davis did a.
He did a Davis. Yeah,
did a Davis.
Yeah,
it's what you'd expect. So no real standout performers in the whole game.
No, I think people asking man of the match. I'd say Lo Celso. Lo Celso grew into the game and provided
their goalkeeper
a lot. Apart from the fact he conceded, he had a good game, but I'd have to give it to Lo Celso. I think he grew into the game really well and provided the opportunities for us.
It's true.
And obviously scored the second. So yeah, I'd say him for me.
Oh, there we go. I've been waiting for that one. When did Daniel Levy start presenting?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, we haven't had that in a while.
I was going to mention it earlier, and I thought I'd just leave it when we're talking about George and Pjanic and, what's it, your Shane Longs and your Harry Potters. I was waiting for the Daniel Levy comment.
I saw something, where was it? It was a Sonny injury. I don't think Sonny's seriously injured. I think he must have been caught on the ankle. Because he still ran around a fair bit.
He played
and just hobbled, and so it'll be fine.
He looked worried for a few minutes.
Shouldn't be anything to concern about. So all in all, I think first half rubbish, second half so much stronger, and deserve to be top in my opinion. Deserve to win that game. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say about that game. But I'll tell you what, to continue the winning form, to continue the clean sheets is big going into Crystal Palace away, Liverpool away, and Leicester at home. Very, very good for us. The amount of clean sheets we're racking on, collecting now, basically, is class. So, yeah, I think I'm nervous, but I'm also looking forward to the next week because I do think we have the potential to get a result against Liverpool, but they are a top class team.
Make for sure we don't slip up against Palace there.
Yeah.
Sorry, we have
to get past that. You're right.
You win that game, even if you only draw against Liverpool, that's good enough.
A draw's fine.
A win is a statement.
Fine. Yeah.
A draw is good enough.
Just can't lose if we want to be proper contenders, in my opinion.
Obviously, really want the win, but
they're playing Fulham at home this weekend, aren't they? So good luck them dropping points this weekend. So yeah.
Well,
take 7 points from the next 3. Agreed.
Was it Leicester that Fulham surprised the other day? So
it was. But I do think Liverpool's a different. Leicester are up and down with their performances.
Yeah.
Win one week, batter someone 1 week, lose the next week, up and down. Whereas Liverpool are pretty consistently good. So, although saying that, I think Man City only beat Fulham. Was it 2-0 last week? Which I expected a lot more goals from Man City, to be honest with you. So we'll have to see. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up there because, yeah, there's not really much else to talk about with that game. I appreciate every single one of you. I'll ignore the people that came in and raided the stream because I don't know what they were trying to achieve on this stream. I really don't know what they were trying to achieve, bringing that kind of, I guess, hate speech. It kind of was. There's no place for that around here. So, yeah, man. We shall see you for the next fixture. Sunday. Crystal Palace. 2:15. I think we kick off.
Oh, it's an early one, is it?
Yeah, I think it's an early one on Sunday. I believe it's 2:15. But we've got our own 11-a-side match before that. So,
Yeah.
wish us luck. It's going to be great.
Looking forward to that.
All right, guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribing if you did. And we'll see you guys next time. What are you doing? Layers.